By the way, I just want you all to know that we're about to arrive on the world of Frozen, where I'm going to have to skip scenes because they do play Let It Go,
Let It Go.
in its entirety, just with 3 idiots kind of in 1 or 2 shots going, huh, what's this? And then like when the song ends, they're like, wow, what was that? And the worst part is that Sora is drinking too much Respect Women juice, like in the wrong way. It's just so he meets Elsa and immediately decides, this girl is my friend. She's really nice and would do nothing wrong ever. And people keep being like, Elsa, who's done wrong. And he's like, no, Elsa would never. And it's like, you met her 5 minutes ago and you told her to smile. What is wrong with you? Larxene is the nobody in this world, and she is a lesbian. First off, when you meet Larxene, just wait, she's a lesbian. But she basically tells him to back off and mind his business, and she's right. Now continue with your conversation. I just had to let you know.
I've got 3 shout-outs to make before we keep going.
Yes, please.
Guess these two used
First one up is Kleinshi with $30. Great cause, thank you. Also, great YouTube video. Sending my love from Berlin. Hope you're all well.
Thanks.
I'm well. That's really nice.
I am well.
PM Weeks sends just a heart, but they send it with $50. So
Hell yeah.
That's me.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
I believe that was literally right after I finished dinner.
Do we have a third one?
And then the last one is Anne, who just sent us $30.
Thanks.
Money.
And with an E.
So thank you so much for the test for $50.
Of course. I wanted to give as well as participate. Don't even get me started on Anne with an E. Like, Anna Green Gables is, like, to me, what Little Women is to, like, other sad, like, brunette white women. It's like, Anne Shirley is...
Why did you describe me so perfectly?
I can sense it in the ether. I love...
Also, your picture is a brunette white woman.
I love it. I love Anne Shirley so much. I read all those books when I was a kid. I was like, this girl gets me. This little ginger white girl from Canada is my icon. So I watched Anne with an E, and I still haven't watched the 3rd season, because if I do, that means it's over, and I will not.
I have rewatched the last episode of Anne with an E like 10 times because, like, without going too deep, I think it's because they knew the show was ending or because they were explicitly trying to kind of, like, move Anne into the next stage of her life, maybe touch on stuff from later books, I don't know. But, like, she's going to, grown-up school now, and so they resolve some stuff with her and Gilbert.
Oh,
and
I
it's
saw
just
the picture, and I just, that's my OTP forever. I was like...
Yeah.
I love it so much. Gilbert Blythe is a good boy. He's a good bean. He's a good little baby boy. And I love the kid who plays him on the show.
He's so good. I realized at a young age that, like, I love that he grovels for the rest of his life so that she'll finally forgive him. And then she's still like, I guess now I will. And I'm like, I love that energy. I'm taking that into my daily life.
I love the amount of time he spends just being like, look, one time I annoyed you so much that you hit me with a chalkboard, but, like, I was in the wrong, so please love me. Anne, please love me. It's just
and she's like, I will, but I need to take my time.
I need to think about it. I need to think about it and consider the pros and cons. And in Anne with an E, she needs to go to, like, a full-on gay party in, like, I don't know, the early 1910s Canada, and
as
like,
you do.
Like, I really love what they do with Bash.
I do as well. Oh, that's what I love about it. Yeah.
It may be anachronistic as hell to what things were like in Canada, but I don't care.
It's the same. It's the argument I would put towards Ms. Fisher, where it's like when you decide that your main character is going to display none of the bigotry of their era, why not go more anachronistic and just bring in more people of color? Like, if they're going to be the bestest person in the world, why not make it more diverse? It's not like the main character's gonna have an issue with it.
Yeah, no, I like that, to be clear.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a good way to do it, and like there's a bad way to do it. I think Anne with an E did it the best way because it was like the core characters are trying to grow, and everyone else in Avonlea is kind of shady. And I'm like, I like that.
I mean,
like-
especially the season 3. So in season 3, they have indigenous characters,
Yes,
and like
I
they
saw.
do not, and they do not shy away from like Canada wasn't good to their indigenous population.
Fucking horrid.
Yeah,
As a
and they don't shy away from that.
As a Canadian with friends who are indigenous activists, like, Canada's fucking horrid, and a lot of people have no comprehension of how bad it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's this whole issue of like people being like, we're not as bad as the US. It's like,
Yeah.
Hashtag, it can be bad there too. I learned a lot about it because I listened to a lot of true crime podcasts. So like, there's a Canadian true crime one, and a lot of it deals with the missing and murdered Indigenous women. And like, it told me a lot about things that were going on with sort of, you know, people who have been taken. Like a good friend of mine, her Indigenous background is like her father was taken from his native family to go be put with white people. So it's like
60s,
and it's like within like the 60s. It's like that's like so recent. That's a generation. Like, and that happened here and in Australia as well. So it's like, you know.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So much
And they
here as well.
consistently teach things like that as if it was a long time ago, or they deliberately use black and white photos despite color photos being available.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to minimize our shittiness. I just want to jump in quickly. There's a few more donations that have come in. Kenzie, thank you. Kenzie led us for $50 and a heart. I take it that was you.
Yes, that was me. I
Thank you.
was about to drop off, but didn't want to just kind of fade away, I guess.
No, we should say a proper goodbye. If you're at the end of your time, let's say thank you so much for coming. If you want to tell us, we've been having everybody when they sign off tell us
Give
just
us
what's
all
a
the
fun thing
shout-outs.
you've been watching lately.
Oh, what?
What'd you say, Emily? Sorry.
Oh, I said any shout-outs for them too. Just in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
yeah, we need to grab your links so people can.
Yeah. So mods, if one of the mods could post
I
the
have.
links in chat, cool. Yeah. So Kenzie, do you want to tell us something nice that you've been watching lately?
So I've started watching, it's I think one of like the College Humor adjacent channels, but they're Dimension 20 D&D campaigns I've started getting into just to help me in my own games for
So,
good ideas there.
Heck yeah.
Dimension 20 is fucking amazing, and I know Orion, they're non-binary. They do all of the editing and a lot of producing on those shows. They're also a TTRPG writer, and they create a lot of really, really cool stuff. So,
Awesome.
if people didn't know, Brennan Lee Mulligan, fucking awesome, really good trans ally. And most of the people on that show are fucking awesome. So, like,
I've been a fan of like
so yeah,
that character of how she was for a bit.
and know that like when you watch that show, you're actually supporting cool trans people who are creating stuff.
Great ad.
It's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Well,
Thanks so much
thank you
for
for
coming
having
along.
me, and thank you all for doing this and supporting such a great cause.
Thank you for
And
being
have
here
a
and for
good
donating your
next,
time.
and have a good next 17 hours. Good luck.
I'll try.
Oh, we're all getting started, huh?
Thank you, Kenzie.
Thanks.
We've got one
bye.
other donation that came in. We've got one other donation that came in, which was from Laura D, $36. No message there. We are $35 away from our current goal.
$2,000 in which Arenak will
$2,000.
read one of the best comments I've ever received. We're not going to give that person's name, but it's the greatest comment I've ever received.
This is the one that I read as Evil David Tennant, right? Is this the one that I read as Evil David Tennant, or which one is it?
It's the one for the MASH video.
That I do read as Evil David Tennant, yes. Okay, I have to take a slight break from the voice call to go practice Evil David Tennant.
And also go dig up the comment anyway, because like we're going to have to dig for
I
it.
think it ended in Chaos Twins, so I don't have
It
to...
might be, yeah, so just
I know,
here, if you want
way
to...
back when we were reading that. So Alice Quinn Rose and Lady Knight and I were hanging out just reading all of Lady Knight's like terrible
The really
Oh
bad
my
shit.
God. The comments that you get with some.
Listen, I'm sure any creator can relate to this. I'm sure Princess gets more than her fair share of vile shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know
No.
what it is about you, Leia. So you get some weird.
I get weird stuff.
bad.
I do get weird stuff.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I
have been lucky. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, I was gonna say I have been lucky that because I've been so small for so long, I have like a really tight community of people who like have been watching me for like 10 years. So it's like it tends to be okay. But then you get some comments and it's just kind of like, wow, you really had to dig in deep for this one.
I sometimes read a comment and I'm just like, who shit in your oatmeal? Also, hey Panwa, hi! That's a friend of mine, hi! Hello, thank you for donating, thank you!
Aw. I'm looking for the comment, but there's a great one that you got on your Jojo Rabbit video, which is just like, it's a very cryptic comment. And then
Well, okay, there's also
by
some
the-
that have been, I think, bots that are like, so it is the equivalent of man, card, or hook hand. I've been getting a lot of comments lately that are just like a whole comment of just like, I think this is a bot. These are just words. This doesn't mean anything.
I mean, YouTube
what I was
comments aren't
thinking
known
What
for
is
being
even
terribly.
going on?
YouTube
Yeah.
comment section has never been known for being terribly nice.
I have the one, the really weird one about Star Wars. And
Oh God.
I've got I have a great interest in World War II one I can read.
I would say let's start with the MASH
bad.
one because the
But I
MASH
can't
one is
find the
definitely.
math one.
You can't find the MASH one?
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
even amongst the other ones, so I think you might have to grab it.
I might have to dig it up. Okay.
I found the comment. So the comment is the Jojo Rabbit video, and it just begins with Jojo was right. Germany won in a way. And
Oh
the
God, oh God, oh
yeah.
God! Oh, and then the rest of it, I screen capped that on Twitter. The rest of it is just, I Will Remember You by Sarah McLachlan. The lyrics copy pasted, including the copyright on the bottom. But also, everybody vamp for a
What?
sec. I am going to dig up the comment because I'm sorry, that comment.
We need to hear it.
It's the greatest comment I have ever received. I cannot stress this enough. So I need to go dig it
I
up.
really wish I could relate. All of my worst comments are just people commenting trans suicide statistics because I'm trans.
I know,
Oh,
it's
good.
not fun.
Evil
Emily, I'm
David
sorry.
Tennant.
That's so shit.
It was
I found
I
it.
think there's a really
Tennant.
interesting a really interesting discussion to be had about like the sorts of comments we receive, because the comments I get are benign, like some of them are challenges, but none of them are weird and hostile, and I think a lot of that is because of how masculinely I present.
Oh my
if you
god,
want-
this comment.
Yeah, no, this comment, I have to post it in 3 chunks. It's in Mod Zone. It's really long. So I'm posting it in 3 separate chunks.
Oh yeah, okay,
Oh,
perfect.
no.
Yeah. This is,
I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
I'm
We
so
have to
ready
wait
for this
until
one.
we hit the
Yeah, we have to wait. Guys, we
I
need,
know.
I think it's
We're not at
15
threshold yet.
I know.
$15, and Aeronaut will read the greatest comment I have ever received.
well, you know
Like-
what? I'm going to, since I am leaving in like a little bit, I want to hear it, so I'm gonna donate it. I'm gonna.
Yes,
reset the
thank you,
time.
Princess!
Thank you.
David
I just want to hear it. I'm like, I want to.
This is the greatest. This is the kind of comment that is so insane. I genuinely love that this person is real. Somebody out there thinks this. And that gives me joy. It's that John Mulaney bit about like what they say means nothing to them, but it means everything to me.
Okay.
All right, donate button. Donate button.
This is wild. Oh my gosh.
Sparks joy.
Oh,
I'm carefully avoiding
Before
reading
we-
it because I want to get it fresh from Aranok.
Also, thank you, 27 Conifer. I'm glad you liked the video. And Sister Ghost, I feel like I may have sent this to you. Also, yeah. Hi, friend. Hey, Panwa. Hi, friend.
Thank you for the $20, Panwa.
Hi. Love you.
Okay. And the comment.
Everybody's gonna be quiet.
before we stray too far away from, I was like kind of hoping to get just a second before we have to come, it might be the right time. If you're interested in hearing about the way Canada is actually really shitty to their Indigenous people, there's a woman on TikTok that I am buddies with, or became buddies with, who had her baby taken because it was born prematurely, and they just said like, oh, well, you're native and it was born preemie, you must have been on drugs. And she's been in the battle to get her.
My good friend of mine lost too. He was grabbed in the 60s scoop, and he's been fighting with that system his entire life with both his children and now his grandchildren. And it's we had a long we did a stream together where I had him on, and it was mostly just me like asking. It was kind of like interviewing.
Mila, if you want to post a link to her TikTok so people can just, I don't know, support her by watching her TikTok. Yeah,
her just getting views, just like watching her, like getting views, spreading the word will do a lot of good for her. She's fighting a good fight, and And I should clarify, we're not friends, but we follow each other and comment on all each other's videos, so I feel like we're friends.
That's at least acquaintances. That's friendly.
Mutual parasocial relationships. I'm about it.
Yeah. Well, it's not parasocial when it's equal in power structure and bidirectional. You know.
That is fair.
No, see, her content is definitely better than mine because TikTok is racist. She has fewer followers than me, so I would not say the power structure is equal.
The amount of like shittiness towards Indigenous communities is massive. It's massive in Canada. It's massive here in Australia.
Parker, I might have a script that if you know a bit about, I might get your feedback on, because I have some stuff specifically relating to like Aboriginal, Torres Strait, Australian Indigenous people.
I'm happy to look over it, but I'm also happy to see if I can get you an actual Indigenous person.
I have a friend. I have a friend from Australia who's Indigenous who looked it over, but like also stressed she would really like me to have more than one person like look at this and give feedback.
I'll take a look and I'll see what I can
Yeah. So that's later, Mikey. Okay, and also we've hit $2,000. Fair enough.
Let's bring that down now. Let's bring it right back up.
Yeah.
I have to mute for a second. I have to say to get the voice, I have to say a couple phrases, but
it's okay. And if that voice doesn't work, just do Kylo Ren. Honestly.
How do you know you're not being presumptive and actually close-minded about Trapper? You condemn his sleeping around on his wife, and that they make fun of it. You call him and Henry bastards. Do you know for sure that Trapper and Mildred aren't swingers? Perhaps they have an open marriage where they...
The show took place in the 1950s.
Perhaps his wife is at home sleeping with other men or women or both. Maybe Mildred writes about the encounters in her letters to him, and they just don't show it because it's network TV. I'm sure the characters in the show find them time to masturbate, if you think about it. With perhaps the exception of Father Mulcahy, but he probably does then feels guilty about it. And confessing. Seems to me that you're judging their relationships with a preconceived idea of what is appropriate and normal, when it's perhaps something that you just don't agree with, or hadn't thought of as a possibility. As you point out, society in the 50s thought of homosexuality as a mental illness, and you are rightfully so defending Killinger's right to express himself, and that everyone fine with it.
I'm leaving all the errors in.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm sorry.
Trapper and Mildred's choices to share their partners. Maybe the country club that Henry and Helen belonged to is really a swingers club. And yeah, they did have them in the 50s. I always find it amusing when people think they're being progressive, but are still so exclusive that they think it's as smooth as possible.
Oh, God.
It's food for thought. I grew up with this show, and I was 9 when the dream...
Still going?
It's still going.
Here, I'm like, what is...
I'm halfway there. I am only
I had to post this in 3 separate chunks because of Discord's word count limit.
I love MASH and think it's the best show ever on network TV, and I enjoyed watching a tribute to it, listening to your memories and sharing your love of the characters. There's another sort of spin-off of MASH that you didn't mention. Trapper John.
I know I didn't mention it because it took place in the 80s and didn't star Wayne Rogers. Every person who wants to tell me about Trapper John MD can suck it. Anyway, continue.
It took place in the States. That hospital set in a contemporary at the time 80s. Didn't star Wayne Rogers and wasn't very good, but he was supposed to be the same character from MASH. He even mentions Korea, Hawkeye, and Radar sometimes. Again, great job on the video. Love the clip of KH3, one, if my favorite films. In regards to my argument, with great art such as MASH, people can project different ideas and meaning onto it that they find within it. I mean, someone would argue that Radar is a closeted furry, even though that is a more contemporary interpretation of what's presented. I mean, the guy does sleep.
It's the
teddy bear.
1950s! Yeah, he sleeps with the teddy bear. Radar's a furry. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
I didn't realize I was a furry because I have stuffed animals.
I feel like I should be pausing to take a cigarette because this is just like a lot spewing in my direction. I'm like, all this jerk off energy. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I feel like I'm slowly losing my mind.
I believe it's to represent that these young innocents and afraid like many soldiers in war, but someone else could interpret it differently. Tongue stuck out, emoji, and Radar with a wink. With a wink. Tongue stuck out with a wink.
God.
And Radar wasn't so sweet and innocent in the movie.
Gross.
Wasn't he peeping in the woman's shower?
Gross. I didn't like the movie.
At least with the consent of the party involved. I personally don't approve of adultery, but if hypothetically it's swinging, then I accept the decision as adults. I agree that the writing and portrayal of women on the show definitely improved over the years. Margaret is such a strong character, and like Charles, I love it when they let down their guard and let her sin.
That's it.
What the fuck does that last sentence mean?
I don't know.
Wow.
Why is it end with a non-sequitur?
That has
What?
This host has given us all psychic damage.
This is the greatest comment I have ever received because, like, I kept coming back to it because, like, I read the first couple sentences the first time and my brain shut down and I was just like, this is insane. And then I came back and at some point I got to the Radar is a furry, closeted furry in the 1950s for sleeping with a teddy bear, and that's when I lost my dang mind. I've never gotten it back. I will never get over this comment. Radar is a closeted furry. Trapper and Henry were swingers. It was the 1950s. None of this is in the canon, but I was being close-minded.
Well, you weren't thinking big enough, obviously.
I wasn't. My brain was so closed.
But you know who would have thought more than that?
I want to see this guy's video.
Damn it, I forgot his name already. What's the director's name?
Ringo Bingo.
Robert Altman?
Ringo Bingo would have thought beyond.
Oh, Ringo Bingo!
Ringo Bingo would have been like, have you thought maybe? I don't know why he sounds like that.
I don't know why either, but I love it.
But he's Italian.
But hold on, he Italian with an Antarctican accent.
Well, so he was born in Italy, moved to Antarctica at some point to revolutionize the Antarctican film industry. He had several periods in his life. He has the red period, which is very controversial.
I'm gonna go grab Hello Future Me, who's in. Go here first.
Yes, go grab Hello Future Me.
Also,
do it.
Weeks, if you're interested in joining in on the ridiculous video,
Fake documentary.
Fake documentary, where we're gonna have a bunch of different like film, essayists. Oh, put the one over there.
Please reach out to me. That'll be perfect.
And
you have someone coming in.
Yeah. My Discord, so I think I'll just organize it in there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
as
Hello Future,
kind of how it cuts this.
as Hello Future Me comes in, I'm gonna duck out, get myself some lunch, and do some meetings. I'll be back in about an hour, folks. Before I head off, I'd like to remind everyone in chat that now is a good time to take any meds you gotta take. Now is a good time to make sure that you are hydrated. Drink some water if you're able. Stretch if you can. Breathe deeply if you can. You are loved. You are valid. And don't forget, trans rights. I'll catch you guys in about an hour.
Thanks, Art. See you in an hour.
I really enjoyed that. I also have to head out. I'm gonna see how my schedule is. I'm gonna be doing some editing. But when I lose myself in the disaster of my own mind, I may come and sneak back in. But this was so amazing. Thank you for having me here for such an important thing. I'm glad I could give some money and my time, and
Thank you so much for coming. I was so happy to have you and to get to talk to you some more.
Same, and I feel like next time I just want to be on a voice chat so we can just talk about Anne with an E, so I can
Oh my god, yes please.
If I'm gonna watch this third season, I cannot do it without having someone to hold my hand and tell me that everything is gonna be
Hell yes, I am happy to be your emotional support Anne with an E viewer.
That's awesome.
Amazing. And as for things that I'm watching that is bringing me joy,
yes, please.
I would say like I'm watching this anime called Bloom Into You. It's a Yuri anime. It's about these girls falling in love. It's got really cool ace overtones to it, which has been really good as someone who has an ace partner. Yeah, and so like I've been watching that, and I'm gonna get my partner into watching it. And it's very soft and sweet, and if you're looking for a little bit of ace rep, it's also right there for you. So I'd highly recommend that to the ace community out there. So yeah, have a good one, everyone. And once again, thank you so much for having me on here. It was very nice meeting everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much. You have a good night and good luck editing. If you feel like coming back, I'm happy to have you again.
Amazing.
It was really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting all of you. Please take care of yourselves and stay hydrated and all of that, because these hearts, they be kingdoming. So.
These squares, they be enixing.
All right, 10-2, Final Fantasy.
10-4.
Hey everyone, Hello Future Me is here. I just posted their links in the chat.
Hey Tim.
Hi, how are we? How are you doing?
I'm good. I need to turn up your volume.
Oh no, Princess left. I wanted to fangirl at her for a second. Oh, well.
Oh. Well, she might be back later depending on editing needs. Let me pull up the right window. There we go. Okay. Hey Tim, how are you doing? Can you tell everybody what you do, what your channel is, all that?
Oh, okay. I'm Hello Future Me on YouTube. I talk about writing and world building primarily, but a lot of people know me as the Avatar: The Last Airbender guy because I like that show and I reference it a lot. That's me. So I don't do anything particularly magical or whatever, but I like doing what I do.
That's
I really
good.
enjoy your work. So
I respect that. I respect it.
and I like how you speak about mental health issues. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that video was
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that's probably my best video. It's a big part of my life, like working a suicide helpline, and yeah, so I like to bring that into my work where I can. But it's great that obviously you're doing it for the charity that you're doing it for, because obviously they do a lot of mental health help for people, trans people in the positions that they are.
Yeah.
Wait,
So that's
do you
great.
still
Thank you.
work at a suicide hotline?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh my god, imagine calling the suicide hotline and getting like one of your favorite YouTubers on the other side.
I get really nervous when I go, like, hey, so what are you gonna do tonight? What are you gonna what's some way that you can relax, that you can take your mind off what's going on today? Like, I'm gonna watch some YouTube, and then I go, oh, who do you like watching? And I'm always nervous. I'm gonna say that I've had people walk in. I've had trainees, people who I train, because I mostly at the moment I train people more than I actually do stuff myself. But I do disability occasions. But I've had a lot of trainees, so I go, they go, do I know you? I swear I've met you before. And then I go, oh no.
I mean, honestly, doing that still this year, like, I do not have the spoons for a lot of things, and to be doing that, like, this year is honestly incredible. Like, yeah. Good job, boy.
COVID's been a big thing for a lot of people. Like, in New Zealand, we've had it a lot easier. But, yeah.
Yeah. Things.
But you mentioned getting recognized by trainees. So all that made me think of is I don't get recognized a lot because I'm just not that popular. But I have done that. Someone in my city recognized me once while I was at the pharmacy picking up my antidepressant. And they're like, "Are you adequate, Emily?" And I was just like, it was the first time anyone had ever recognized me, so I just turn around with like my eyes wide as hell, just like, what is going on?
When it happens for that first time, it's really hard to quite know how you're meant to respond.
I mean, I've only shown my video once, so I don't normally present as a stick figure, luckily. I have yet to be recognized.
Funny thing is, I wasn't even making videos yet, they just knew me from Twitter.
Oh, wow. That is impressive.
Wow. Okay, I've found you on Twitter. I am following you now.
So, Tim, have you played any more Breath of the Wild since your stream?
Well, I didn't own the Switch. That's what.
Oh.
I didn't own the Switch or the game. It was my friend. So I basically gave it back after that. I'm afraid. And by the way, this is my first introduction to anything Kingdom Hearts. I've never played
Hell
it.
yeah! Hell yeah!
We need to set a new goal.
I just realized that, and I'm doing it.
Perfect. I just
What's something funny I could do? Because Aaron and Reina have done things.
Yeah. We've now had at least one thing from each Chaos Twin except for Emily, and that just.
I gotta do something funny.
I don't know. Could you make a good Ringo Bingo meme? I was gonna say.
I already did that.
I know, but like, could you make a special for the stream, like Kingdom Hearts Ringo Bingo meme?
I don't know. I could. You know what I could do? Actually, no. I was trying. I thought maybe what I could do was in the course of like a couple minutes try to come up with the entire filmography of Ringo Bingo. But I think that
that's a work in progress.
That's a work in progress because we have to work it out so it works perfectly.
Tim.
Ringo
hey,
Bingo.
Tim. Yeah. Do you know what we're talking about?
The best Italian director of all time, Ringo Bingo?
Yeah.
This is. I have no context to understand anything you're saying right now.
Okay,
good.
We're being nicer now. We're just gonna tell people this is a made-up bullshit thing. So on
Let's start with the story.
On Thursday at 2 in the fucking morning, because we stay up way too late talking with each other all the time. We're
Steer clear of those icicles.
Lady Night Leads.
Sorry, continue.
No, don't apologize. It's great. Sorry, distracted by the game I'm playing, but I couldn't think of like a funny Italian name because my brain just kept saying I should say Ringo Bingo when explaining.
Yeah, Emily was like researching some Italian filmmakers for a video, and Aronok was. Yeah, and they were both trying to explain that to me after the fact, and so Aronok was trying to come up with the names of these Italian filmmakers.
I was trying to make a joke name. I was not thinking of the real name. I remembered Bertolini. I just wanted a joke name, but the only thing my brain was
Bertolucci, but you got
Bertolini! That's Bertolucci and Fellini's shipper name. Anyway, continue.
I didn't know I was starting a new shipper fandom, but here we are. God, this is such a chaos. Sorry.
As I mentioned earlier, I like how this is if you only know Lady Knight from her videos and are just coming over here. Let's see. And all you're hearing is Ringo Bingo.
No, Tim actually learned this probably before most people did.
Yeah, it was. I remember like meeting her for the first time, talking to her in person. I was just like, you come across as such like a calm, contemplative, and I'm sure you are contemplative and everything. But like you're calm, and everything you say is measured, and then you talk. It's like it's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, on Tim's stream, I was yelling every 5 seconds about Kingdom Hearts and don't kill babies and God,
Yeah,
so much crap.
Hi Tim, you've met 3 ladies.
Yeah, honestly, Aronok and Emily are just different variations on that level of chaos. We were the Chaos Twins on Kirio's charity stream. We were part of the Night Crew.
It was beautiful, because Night Crew was started so calm and so chill, and then Lady Night and I got on, and it was like...
At one point, I got the hiccups, and, like, I had DM'd, like, I have the hiccups, and everyone's going around reminding everybody what they do and being professional, and I have the hiccups, and I knew I was not going to be able to speak because I had the hiccups, and then they were like, nope, go, say your thing, be a grown-up, and I'm hiccuping, and I couldn't speak, and it was a lot. So, yeah, Ringo Bingo. Basically, Aronok tried to come up with a funny name and said Ringo Bingo. I lost my fucking mind and started screaming like Steven Spielberg can eat my ass, Oscar winner Ringo Bingo till I die. And then we started coming up with a lot of fake lore. about Ringo Bingo, acclaimed Italian film director Ringo Bingo. He revolutionized the Antarctican film scene. His red period was very controversial. His experimental use of color in his black and white films was innovative.
He was, he died as he lived, hang gliding while screaming, "Fuck you, Y2K!" We don't know why. It was 2008.
And that's as recorded by famed acclaimed film historian Buca di Beppo.
I also found out what I'm going to do for 3,000.
Oh?
I will read the entirety of Man Cardor Hokan. And,
Wait. Oh, you mean the lyrics?
The song.
No, not a song. It's a real story.
What?
Yeah, it's a 4chan post.
I thought it's to the song of Sandman. It's a song.
No, it was a meme before that.
Wait, really?
Emily's on another level.
Yeah, it's from 2012. Also, they reference it on Game Grumps. I don't know how you don't know that, Aaron.
I've disappointed you with the lack of meme knowledge.
So, all right, when we hit 3,000, Emily will read the Man Cardor Hokan creepypasta. I was thinking maybe at like 4,000 I could just read a short fanfic, one of my fanfics or something, because people already know that my fanfic exists.
Man. Please? I would so love that. Oh, actually, I have to say this before I forget it. I did a giveaway recently where I was like, hey, say your favorite book and I'll do good things. And somebody replied with a book that I wrote on Wattpad years ago.
Wait, that was real? When we found the Wattpad, that was real?
They had clearly tracked down my old stuff and somehow found the title. Like, that was so disconcerting. Anyway, sorry, I want to hear your fanfic. What type of fanfic? So
the thing is, I have 2 long ones. There's the Star Wars Rogue One thing, which is like 300,000 words. I was roasting myself in the Rogue One video because I wrote a fucking novel about Rogue One because I was sad. But I do write a lot of one-shots, and like they're not horny. I'm ace, so I don't really write horn stuff. I write a lot of like soft, sad, angsty shit. I wrote like 5 separate one-shots for The Haunting of Hill House. I could read one of those. They're all pretty short. I wrote one for each of the Crane siblings, because, again, I was sad.
Can I play one of the characters?
Wait, what? What?
Can I play a character?
Well, there's not a lot of dialogue. Honestly, it's mostly narration. It's not a talkie fic. That's probably, I think, I don't actually have any mash fic for SimSilica. There's 11 seasons of that show. I feel like every scenario I could think of for a fanfic has been done in the fucking show, because I like me a sick fic. They've just done that. Like, in the show. The episode where Hawkeye gets the flu is great. Yeah.
Twitter story, that one. Well, they're making that Zola into a movie, so...
Pardon? What? Zola?
There was a Twitter thread by the name of Zola that went around. And it was a real story a woman told. And it is being made into an A24 produced movie.
What the fuck? Okay, fine. We live in the darkest timeline.
That was so horrific, my brain blocked it out, and I literally have no idea what you just said.
My brain didn't come. What? Say.
Here's an article from the Rolling Stone titled "The Real Story Behind the Greatest Stripper Saga Ever Tweeted."
The greatest what?
Stripper Saga.
What does that word mean?
It is.
I mean, it probably means a stripper's story that they told.
Are we talking about Magic Mike?
That is a male stripper.
That's the greatest
How did
stripper
you hear about
saga.
this? This was like a huge thing in 2015. I remember I wasn't even on Twitter and I knew about this.
Oh man, like if there's anything that you need to know about Twitter is that Twitter is a very specific sphere.
Yes.
Like
I wasn't even on Twitter. I was on Reddit at the time and I heard about this.
Yeah, I wasn't on Reddit.
But there's a lot of cross-pollination between Twitter and Reddit.
Yeah, there is.
To be clear, I am no longer on Reddit. Do not judge me.
A lot of people are still on Reddit. It's fine.
I was 16. Do not judge me.
It's fine. A lot of people are still on Reddit. I had to make a Reddit for a Nebula Q&A when I posted a video on Nebula, so like whatever, it's fine. But
I do not feel comfortable reading Zola.
But no, I have a bunch of short fanfics that I've done. I was figuring maybe one of the Haunting of Hill House ones would probably be fun because those are short. The Rogue One fic, as much as I love it, it took like 4 chapters for me to kind of understand what I was doing with it because initially I was just writing these little sad character studies, maybe fixing some things that I thought were annoying in the movie, but like little things. And then I was like, oh no, wait, actually, what if they lived and get to meet the A New Hope crew? And I went all in, and I did that.
Your Rogue One video was the first time I came across you because I remember like really liking Rogue One, and like some people just didn't, and I didn't get why. I was like, this is like a story that I want to know. It's not about people with lightsabers.
That's for me, because I love, like, again, special interest in Star Wars. I know way too much about that fucking franchise.
Well, and the thing is, like...
And all the best expanded universes stuff, like, people are just existing adjacent to the, like, grandiose stuff in this, like, shitty hellhole of a, you know, post-neoliberal society that is now become fascist. Like, it's an interesting universe. And
I think there are like 2 brands of people who don't like Rogue One. There are people who don't like Rogue One because they're familiar with like some extra lore stuff and like that it didn't cross over with those things and like the finicky bullshit. There are real critical reasons to not like Rogue One, and there are critics I know of who didn't like Rogue One for this very sensible reasons.
Okay.
I love Rogue One, but also it's a bad movie.
I just said I enjoyed it. This is the type
Oh, no, I know. You're coming at it from the same place that I am, really. But just, that was my whole thing.
I have very little investment in Star Wars. Like, it's just so big, and I don't know, for me, a lot of it feels pretty vacuous. Like, I don't, that sounds really, like, bad. It's just, there's nothing wrong with enjoying Transformers or anything. Like, as much as the next guy, I like, you know, giant robots hitting each other. I was excited to see Pacific Rim 2 because I like giant robots.
Yes, I love Pacific Rim. Yeah, but the anime doesn't have the anime doesn't have my gay scientists in it, so I'm not sure how invested I am.
We'll see.
Are we getting an anime? Are we getting a Pacific Rim anime?
Yeah, it is. It's called like Into the Black or something.
Pacific Rim
For some reason, I just imagine. I like to imagine that they get Charlie Day, but they don't get him to play the exact same character. He just plays a version of his Always Sunny character.
Honestly, no. What he should play is his Lego Movie character. Spaceship! Just that guy.
Charlie
also,
Day?
please. Yeah.
Charlie Day.
Hello, world. This is Sora. Me and the other 2 half pints are on an adventure.
Hashtag it begins. Hashtag Donald. Hashtag Goofy. Hashtag pint and a half. I love the in-game Instagram posts. They're so funny.
How are we supposed to get
Anyway, yes. The anime. It's not gonna have my idiots in it. So I have like mixed. Well, I don't think it's going to. I'm pretty sure it's not going to. So I have mixed feelings.
It seems to be totally.
I thought we were your idiots.
Well, you're my real idiots. Those are my gay fictional idiots.
We're still gay idiots. It has to be fictional.
So for real, you don't like us?
I don't like you in the same way that I ship 2 science idiots. That's very different.
You know what? Good. Thank you. Don't ship us with real people.
I know. Yeah. I don't want to.
Can we talk about how weird that is? Like,
I hate RPF.
It's so fucking weird to me because I've seen it with like people that I know, and I just am deeply uncomfortable with the way they are talking about human beings that I know. I'm just like, I don't like
even
this.
Without the shipping.
Oh hey, JT Robinson Live asked, "What is your favorite bad movie?" They say Dragon Ball live action is theirs. I stand really hard for both Jupiter Sending and the 4th Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard. I love that movie.
Oh, do they mean favorite?
I know.
Movie or favorite movie that is that happened that most people think is bad.
I I mean, like, they didn't specify, but user's choice.
I'm gonna say Thumbelina.
So mine is the 1990s live-action Mortal Kombat. It is bonkers. I love it. It's so the most of everything, and it's amazing. Just every scene is like as ridiculous as it can be. They're just there to have fun, and it's amazing. I mean, you're so it's such a good fucking shot. Like all the special effects are terrible, and then there's the theme song.
Also, Doodle Fox, I do love cats a lot, but also Skimble Shanks is just a good song.
Oh yeah, I changed my answer. So my favorite So Bad It's Good movie is Maximum Overdrive, directed by Stephen King.
Mortal Kombat.
Wait, did you say directed by Stephen King?
Yes, Stephen King directed an adaptation of his own movie where he was, and I'm quoting him here, coked out of his mind.
I love it.
There is a moment where a diner.
I'm sorry, guys. Look at the chat real quick. Look at the chat real quick.
Good choice.
Ringo to Mockingbird Killer.
Take that. Put it in the channel. Put it in the Ringo channel.
Fine. What I was gonna say is there's a moment in Maximum Overdrive where a diner waitress walks out and starts yelling at a bunch of trucks. You can't kill us. We made you.
Oh, actually, I know the film that a lot of people say is terrible, but I think everyone enjoys, and I absolutely love Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. The up is down sequence fucking slaps.
I don't know. People like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I loved it. It was just like.
Dead Man's Chest is the trash movie of the original trilogy. I will stand for Dead Man's Chest is a less fun movie to watch. At World's End is a great time. I love the scene where they do the marriage and they're dance fighting.
I'm busy at the moment.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. I have such a good time with that movie.
Yeah.
William Tardar.
That fucking voice that Ray Fiennes is doing is everything. Also,
At World's End is the third movie.
Davy Jones's music. Oh my God, Davy Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I love that score.
The bit where he's playing it. Okay, there's a video on YouTube. There's a video on YouTube where someone plays it on a full, like in a big
organ?
church in Europe, giant organ, and it slaps. It's so good.
That would be amazing. Oh.
Let's see.
The up is down score, specifically the score for that scene is one of my favorite things. That is such a bop. And it starts out as a fun bop, and then it gets rad. And I really love the way that scene escalates. I have an early fan video set to Up is Down. It's probably on my drive somewhere. I was laughing the other night going through my old fan videos anyway, but
an AMV?
Yeah. I started on AMVs.
LK plays old AMVs for Emily and I sometimes.
Yeah. No, that was how I got my start, was AMVs. I have really old ones set to it's so weird because the music I chose would be so strange. I was really into a band called Blackmore's Night. They do Celtic rock, and I would use that for an AMV, which makes no sense. It's such a weird choice. But then also I would do Full Metal Alchemist theme song AMVs, of course, or Tank.
Yeah, of course. I don't know Tank.
The other film? That's the main theme of oh god, the Cowboy Bebop. Sorry,
that's Tank. Yeah.
Into the next dimension for a second.
No, that's okay. That's Tank. That is the name of it. Is Tank. Tim, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the other film that I know is bad, but I really liked was Alita: Battle Angel.
I haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it. The Horde, please don't attack me for saying I haven't seen it. Please don't try to kill me. I know the Ogier stands are very...
It's not like a particularly well-known movie. I just like it because I have a weakness for anything cyberpunk. Like...
Oh no, there's like a really powerful Alita Battle Angel stand.
I really need to put some potions in my fucking equipment. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I love that film. I wanted more, but apparently no one watched it.
There's like a huge...
You know what is my... it's not a bad film, but that a lot of people just have, like, no opinion on. That's, like, my favorite fucking movie. Tron Legacy. It has the best soundtrack of any movie ever. Fight me.
The soundtrack is really good. It's not my favorite, but it is a great soundtrack.
I totally know what you mean by no one has opinions on it, though. Like, it's not a movie anyone feels. Like, a lot of people feel passionately for.
Here's what's weird. The only people I know who care about it are trans people who think it's like the best movie. And I don't know why specifically.
You said specifically non-binary people, right? Because my roommate, who's also non-binary, loves Tron Legacy with an unholy love.
It's mostly trans. It's just trans in general. Because I know a trans man and two non-binary people other than myself who all fucking love that movie to like a ridiculous degree and will constantly praise it. And then everyone
explaining that? Like, is there a connection between those two things? I'm not totally familiar with Tron.
It doesn't make any sense. Why that movie?
I understand that, and I haven't actually seen Tron Legacy, so this is entirely secondhand. But there's a whole element of it where it's like you're being put in another body, like an avatar.
Right. But it's not.
But it's not the only movie that does that. I also think maybe there's something to do with the aesthetic, or maybe just the bi-panic of like the young guy's hot, Olivia Wilde's hot, all those things together.
An aspect of that, and it's, I don't know. I think maybe it's just something about like the way it talks about identity and self, and the whole like estranged parent thing. Maybe for some people, not for myself, but like for other people, maybe, and like. I don't know. It just was like this defining movie for me when I was 12. Like I saw it and I was just like, I love this movie.
This is my new favorite thing. These are a few of my favorite things.
It was supposed to be the start of like a trilogy. And Disney, it was supposed to be basically Disney's Star Wars, and then they just bought Star Wars. And it will never stop disappointing me that I'll never get to see any more of that world. And I think like just the amount of love that everybody who was involved in that project has, like the amount of cool stuff they did for practical effects, most of that's practical. The amount of practical effects in that movie is incredible. The advancements they made on like face replacement technology is huge. And I'm sorry, but Daft Punk did such a unique, amazing job with the score. Because like what a lot of people don't realize is that there's a lot of electronic music that is vastly closer to like classical composer pieces in complexity and music theory than a lot of modern pop. And so it was really cool to see them just show that off and mix the two.
The combination of techno and orchestral music in that score really owns. I prefer when it like is, because there are some songs on the soundtrack that are more of the techno side of things, and I definitely prefer the ones that are either a blend or leaning more into the orchestral. But like it is a good score. It's really cool.
Well, T-Rez is definitely the best like fight song though.
Yeah, I think I remember. I don't remember tracks, but I think. Also, thank you, Tim, for the $20 for the charity.
Sorry, hang on, wait.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, Tim, you got really quiet, actually? What's happening?
You said something about needing to grab something or do something for a minute, and then we'll be back. But yeah, I wanna maybe talk to Oh no, I hadn't seen the original Tron before I watched Tron Legacy, Doodle Fox. Me and my cousin and my brother all watched it right after because we saw that movie and loved it.
I'm back. Sorry.
You're back.
No worries.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know. Maybe I should make a piece at some point that just.
I mean,
just
you should. You definitely should.
Declare Tron Legacy is a trans masterpiece, and here's why. But I have to figure out why. Because I don't.
I mean, and the thing is, I would talk to your trans friends who also like it and ask them to verbalize what it is about the movie, because you can't just say it's cool.
No,
they have to explain to you what it is about it and
about the emotions of it. Like, I don't know how else to place it.
Well, and that's the thing. So talk to your friends and see what they all say, and see if you can come to some kind of consensus. See what the collective is.
Yes, there's ride attacks that are
like
based
the
on
ride things.
Oh yeah, in the game there are what are called attraction like reactions or something. And so yeah, they're literally like they're basically Disney rides, and you can use them to fight people. So like I will fight people with a pirate ship, a carousel, Splash Mountain basically. There's one that is just sort of Thunder Mountain, but they don't call it that, I think.
I mean, is this like a giant, really well-designed advertisement?
I mean, yes. Like, absolutely, 100%, yes, that is all it is.
I'm just realizing something, too. All of the characters have a very androgynous clothing in Tron Legacy. To a degree. Like, it's all body-fitting, but it never feels like it's trying to sexualize. It just feels like it's like, I don't know, body-fitting.
I would definitely rewatch the Born Sexy Yesterday video, which specifically references Tron Legacy, and see what it is about it that's not like try to see, okay, why do I not feel this way about it, you know?
Yeah.
Or if that's part of it, that is still a problem. You can just be like,
there is, I guess, an aspect of that to the film because of the whole like the
it's Olivia Wilde's character that they were talking about.
But it's
This must be the exit.
I don't know, it's like she's not like, you know, running around in fucking skimpy clothing or anything.
No, it's just another like bodysuit. I mean, and Olivia Wilde is a hot woman, so like the bodysuit is flattering to her body.
Yeah, so I think the problem comes in not from what she's wearing or any of her scenes, but purely from the fact that the ISOs are just created like miraculously. That's a whole thing.
Again, I haven't seen Tron Legacy. I haven't seen it. My roommate has it on Blu-ray, so one day I might watch it, or one day maybe you'll stream it for us.
That's basically my record. It's like lightning motorbikes where they have walls of light. And it all looks like a low-key BDSM dungeon.
For a second. So the ISOs are basically like AI that were
from here
born from the EI, the electronic intelligences that were born from the computer. So you could make an argument because the one ISO that's there is feminine presenting that it's Born Sexy Yesterday, and she ends up with the main character at the end. Except that I would
watch the video and see what you make of it, because that video specifically is digesting the trope, not just in Tron Legacy, but in a few films, like Fifth Element.
I'm not defending Tron Legacy. I'm just saying that like it's a weird instance of it.
Well, and it's just a matter of like, so you could look at it, refresh your mind on it, and see whether if it's the case, you can just be like, here's a little problem, but here's why I love it anyway, or you don't think it is a problem. So it's just about like dissecting that.
It probably is a problem. I just need to go
do the
look
brain.
At it. Yeah.
Do the big brain.
I think what I mean is that I don't think that was like in the way that a lot of other movies do that very explicitly for that purpose. I think Tron Legacy just kind of fell into it.
That's fair.
If that makes sense. It's still a problem.
I mean, it's the same way that I think Sense8 might have accidentally fallen into propaganda. I don't really think that was their intent.
And so I don't have the same sort of like, fuck this film for doing that. I'm just like, oh, this is a problem. I still love the movie, though, and it doesn't really affect my viewing or enjoyment, if that makes sense.
Also, because I just saw a question, somebody was asking if I would determine what my next video is going to be. No, maybe Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, but honestly, I've been hopping back and forth between like 4 different outlines. We'll see.
I'm actually having a script open right now for my own next video, and I am not revealing what it is about.
Can you hint at it?
It involves music, but it is still film related. Also, I can totally post it into the Discord because I don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
We get
the secrets.
They get cool points.
Then we could vague talk about it and frustrate people, and that would be fun.
Ooh.
Well, the thing is, like,
I
I'm
really,
not sure if
really
any of
love
you
the
know this
artistry
movie.
of, you know.
Go bingo.
I haven't seen the thing you're talking about, full stop. So like I have no takes.
Yeah, it is a movie that I don't know why I'm being secretive about it, because once I know it, everyone's gonna go, what the fuck?
I mean, but Emily, that's most of your channel because you like artsy stuff.
So,
I'll pull in voice text.
let's see. So Happy Bunny in chat brings up the Tron Legacy is the originator of the creepy CGI version of famous actor. Here's the thing with that. It actually works thematically better that he looked incorrect, genuinely. Because the whole point is that he's a bad copy, incapable of changing, of Flynn, right? And so thematically, to me, it makes sense that he would be kind of this, like, the only scene it doesn't work in is in the first scene where I think that scene just doesn't work because, yeah, it looks wrong. But in the rest of the movie, I think it works well because, you know, Clue is this, like, flawed artificial recreation of a person, and he literally looks like a flawed CGI recreation of a person. Like, it works to me.
Oh, God damn it, I just noticed there's a dead pixel in the fucking video thumbnail. I'm gonna fix that.
That sucks.
That's not too bad to fix it.
But I'm happy that I'm happy. If I judge by your reaction to it, seems like you know what I'm talking about in the video, and I'm very happy about that.
Actually, I'm very sorry, but I don't. But I wanted to encourage you.
Tim's just being nice. That's all it is.
I'm sorry. I don't know music. Like, I have really trashy taste in music. I basically listen to...
Emily, Polyphonic might know about it though. When Polyphonic's on.
Yeah.
Will they?
That's right.
It is not a very well-known movie.
But it's the music aspect of it.
I don't think Polyphonic just knows all the music.
No, but I don't know.
I think you get higher the more concerned
more
you get.
people don't know about it, though, because the story behind it is so out there. And I'm so excited to be the person to tell it on YouTube.
It's so cool when you, like, look up, like, hey, I've got this really cool thing, and then you find out no one's talked about it before, and you're like,
honestly, that's
for me.
Well, actually, a lot of my early videos came because I just wanted to watch content about this stuff, and nobody was doing it, so I was like, I guess I have to be the one.
Oh, yeah, no, that's totally it. Basically, all of my early content, I literally had a moment where I was like, hey, I want to know the answer to this question. And I looked it up and no one's talking about it. And then I was like, no one's talking about anything related to this. So I started making content on it, and that was how my channel took off.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of how my stuff went. Like, the early things were definitely like where I was doing, I don't know. Like, because the Atlantis one, I was still just kind of passing time and having a fun time. But, like, Russian Doll, I watched Russian Doll, and I, like, wanted somebody to unpack Russian Doll. And there was nothing. All there were those videos, like, the ending explained, and it's, like, 10 minutes, and it doesn't really say anything deep on the content beyond, like, the stuff you already noticed from watching it yourself.
It'd be like, oh, I hate those videos. They're always like, did you notice those cryptic symbols at the end of the show? Those are letters that spell out words, which are called credits that have hidden meaning.
There were a few things that I did, like, that I didn't know, like, I didn't catch on my own that, like, there were those, like, 3 actors who kept playing different characters in like, various versions of the thing. They just kept coming back as different people. There were, like, a few things that I didn't actually catch that on my own. God, I hope I'm going the right way. Nope, that's not it. Okay.
I kind of had a similar thing when I made my video on House, or I guess to differentiate it from the millions of things titled House.
Hausu.
Yeah.
The Japanese horror film. It's really interesting.
Like, a couple video essays on it out there. They are good, especially the one made by director Koko Nada, who made the movie Columbus. And I believe that one's part of the Criterion Collection, actually, the video essay. But I was like, none of them really directly explored the idea of the theme of grief in the movie, and that was the one that really interested me. And I was like, oh, so you're saying I can be the first? And at first I was like, maybe this will be like something that it's a movie people know, but no one's talked about it this way. Maybe it'll blow up. It's one of my least popular video essays, but still.
I really liked it though.
We all know,
but it's my favorite video, so that's what's important to me.
I mean, like, I'm very lucky in the sense that the JoJo video has done pretty well. Like, I would say it is probably like 3rd or 4th. The haunting videos did really well, and obviously the video where I did a Star War is probably my most popular thing. But like, I'm still really pleased with like how well the JoJo video did, which is the one that I am definitely the most like proud of.
Yeah, and yeah, no, that was good. Like I have some of my best videos did really well. Like that mental illness video, that is probably my best work, and that did incredibly well for what it was. I was so proud of that, and people still watching it. But you know, I've got plenty of other videos which are very niche and very, very much my interest, but don't resonate with an audience so much.
Yeah,
so, like, I would
the
love
Sense8
to talk about
video
Playtime.
did pretty low, and I just kind of was like, whatever, I like Sense8, you're gonna hear about it.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Okay, so I have been reading cyberpunk books and reading and playing cyberpunk games for like a few months now. I have digested at least 10 books, all in preparation for a single video about the cyberpunk genre.
Good on you.
I know, yeah, but no one's gonna watch it. It's
why?
What do you mean?
Cyberpunk is not that niche.
It's not niche. No, it's very popular, and I mean,
I don't know. It's not a breakdown of what cyberpunk is about and what Cyberpunk 2077 says about the things that the cyberpunk genre tackles. Is I don't know. I don't think that's going to necessarily.
I think between like Blade Runner and Cyberpunk 2077, like Blade Runner 2049 specifically, I think there are some recent, like, very popular examples of cyberpunk, and you don't need to base the video around them, but I think they could still be appeals. Like, put that shit in your thumbnail to get some clicks, you know? Put Blade Runner 2049 on your thumbnail.
Cyberpunk is getting a resurgence in popularity right now, so.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, also, I have to skip, that's the Let It Go scene. They just play Let It Go in full.
But it's like animated worse. But it's like Kingdom Hearts animation. Didn't they have to reanimate it?
Yeah, they did. So it looks slightly not as good. Like, it's not very bad, but
Elsa?
yeah. She looked different.
A lot happier.
That's their reaction to the Let It Go scene. God, this fucking franchise.
She looked different and a lot happier. Yeah, that's how people reacted to me when I came out.
I really love 2049 is like hands down my favorite film, and I think the resurgence of cyberpunk is mostly because the themes of cyberpunk are so incredibly resonant with like transhumanism and discussion around like how around corporate power in particular. I reckon those are just really resonating with a lot of people at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, we're all stuck in a capitalist hellscape, so yeah.
God. What the fuck is this?
You know what movie is really bad that I absolutely adore, though?
What?
Thumbelina.
You said, and I am amazed by your true sight.
Listen,
Thumbelina?
Don Bluth, yeah, it was Don Bluth's first time trying to sell out and failing, but he learned what he needed to actually sell out with Anastasia.
Thumbelina, D-U-M?
No,
Thumb.
T-H.
Thumbelina.
Thumb.
T-H-U-M-B-L-I-N-A.
1994.
No, it's okay. Discord is not great.
So half the time when I'm talking to people, they can't understand what I'm saying because of my accent. New Zealanders don't have different vowels.
Kind of. The linguistics don't actually quite work. By the way, it's that it's not that you have less vowels, it's that you use different vowels in specific words that can create confusion. For example, there's a lot of accents in the US that actually have less vowels than like the Canadian one, for example. And that's why a lot of Americans are incapable of hearing about correctly, and they think that we're saying a boot because they can't hear the ow diphthong.
Right.
So it just sounds the same. So it's a whole thing.
Oh, that's cool. I like linguistics.
I love
The Blaine is a nightmare movie, though, about a thumb-sized lady who gets kidnapped by everyone. Everyone wants to marry and bone this chick.
Yeah, and also
No
really
reason.
don't give a shit about her agency. It's very gross.
Yeah, it's
correct.
It's absolutely wild that it's a kids movie.
Oh yeah, no, it's
And
nightmare fuel.
It's terrifying, and the only one who like is nice to her still doesn't care about her agency. It's the French bird who just ships her with the prince.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't remember a lot of the individual characters. I just remember the general, like, I liked the movie because princess, but also I was scared of this movie when I was a child.
Yeah, I
like it's fucked up.
Like, I know I've seen it, I know I didn't like it. That's about it.
I was transfixed because it was so well animated, but the story was so bad. Because even at the baby age I was when I first, even at the baby age I was when I first saw it, I was like, the story is bad, but the animation is really pretty and the songs are good.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's what I like about Anastasia, like the lullaby song. Ooh.
I love the villain song from that movie. There's a version by Jonathan Young that uses like.
I'll be right back.
And like it uses like it's basically a metal cover, and oh, it's so fucking good.
I just really love Dancing Bears, Painted Wings. God, I love that song.
The first time I heard that song was on a CD called Christmas in the Northwest.
No. I object.
Yeah. I was like, my friend was listening to it, and she's like, this is Christmas music about the Pacific Northwest. And then I heard that song, and I was like, what's that got to do with the Northwest? And she was like, meh. And then
What
I heard
does
it
that
later.
have to do with Christmas?
I heard it in Anastasia, and I was like, what the fuck?
Your
That
friends
doesn't
were
make any
wrong
sense.
and not valid.
I was like, Christmas is weird.
Christmas is weird in that it takes over culture and eats it.
Yep.
And then poops it out in a brightly colored packaging.
Yeah, but it is nice packaging and does have presents, so like you win some and then you get presents.
I'm envious of Christmas because, you know, the Gentiles give their kids presents because they love them, and we just, you know, we tell stories about light and keeping hope. And
I mean, no, I
we were
got gifts for 8 days. Like, I got, not all the gifts were cool. Sometimes it would be like a bookmark.
That
But
whole concept of it's you have to be giving things to demonstrate love. It's a very capitalist way of approaching things.
Well, yeah.
And it's also like really harmful for people who don't have a lot of money because for like
why doesn't Santa give anything to the poor kids' money?
Exactly. So, like, my family's real weird. We have a weird set of traditions that are very much like just we made up our own bullshit and we like it.
Hell yeah.
We watch. So the theater in the city that I grew up in, it's called the Golden Globe. It's in the round, so it's awesome. They have phenomenal performances, and they do a big show every December. That's like it's like any age can enjoy it, but it's not like kiddie, you know, like kids will have fun with it, but it's usually like really cool stuff. They've done stuff like they did The Hobbit, and they had a full like animatronic Smaug and stuff.
Oh, that's really cool.
They're really cool. Their set designs are fucking wild. It's some of the best theater. Like, and I've gotten to see theater in a couple of different cities, and like Golden Globe's always just fucking killing it. They're phenomenal. And the best part is because of the way that the cast and crew and everything else is paid for by the government, and all of the proceeds from the show go to charity. So not only are you getting like fucking amazing theater, and all the actors, directors, everything are getting paid really well, but all of the actual proceeds end up just going back into funding stuff like arts programs for kids and stuff. Like, it's fucking awesome. I love that theater and what they do with that show. And it's that one specific show they do just for charity, and then like the rest of the shows just go to paying for there being a theater.
Cute.
It's really fucking dope, and I love going to those. They did one that was the Snow Princess, like the original story that Frozen's based off of. That's a vastly different story.
Where the Ice Queen is just like evil the whole time, right?
Yeah, they did a version of Peter Pan that was really fucking cool, and Hook's like an anti-hero, and like Hook is just so good in it. Like the guy who was playing Hook was just fucking killing every scene. Like, it was his show. Everyone else was there, but it was his show.
That sounds like a really fun holiday tradition.
Yeah. So on that
I'm envious.
movie, and then the night before Christmas, we have appetizer dinner where we have like a bunch of different like small types of things, like meatballs and mini tacos and a billion other things that are fucking amazing. And then we watch a couple of movies, and then Christmas Day we do a thing where we just go round one at a time, opening gifts, youngest to oldest, and it's just about like spending time with each other. And then Boxing Day is lazy day. It's pajama day. We get pajamas on the 24th as well. And yeah, so but it has like fuck all to do with Christianity. It's literally just like my family's having a good time, and it's great.
My family had this weird Hanukkah tradition that I don't know anyone else who did this, but it seems so obvious to me, where every year we pick one weird food to try deep frying. Because we've already got all the oil hot, so we might as well. I've deep fried everything at this point. We've had butter, Oreos, ice cream.
What's
cookies,
deep fried?
mac and cheese.
What is deep fried Oreos like? Are they good?
Probably.
Yeah. Like, the answer is deep fried blank good? Usually yes.
Because it's deep fried.
Yeah.
I just you just taste the deep fried part and not really.
Oh, by the way, I just have to tell you guys that now we are in the minigame where Olaf's sort of bits have just sort of gotten scattered around, and so you can go around and find the 3 bits of Olaf, but you can find the wrong pieces, and we're gonna try and make Swole Olaf first, which is not correct. Yeah.
Oh,
okay, can you explain to me the plot of this game?
No.
You run around Kingdom Hearts worlds, and the bad guy is decides that he can't find his other self, so he's gonna. Oh, here's the swole piece. Swole off. The Disney worlds don't matter to the plot. Like, really, they don't. Xehanort is trying to, like, gather 13 people, because basically when the 13 Dark and the 7 Light fight, they're gonna make the big magic Kingdom Hearts key that's gonna open up Kingdom Hearts, and then he's gonna rule the world and destroy all light and, whatever.
Who is Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts is a thing, it's not a person.
Okay, it's not a person.
Yeah, it's just sort of a thing. When the heart happened in the sky.
Is it a door to darkness?
Did somebody say the door to darkness? But yeah, so like, it's basically just your. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Okay, so I need to go up and get the swole off piece. It's this one. They're only gonna let me take one piece. So basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, before you go too far into it.
Yeah.
Now's a good time. I'm going to bow out and come back in about 3 or so hours. I just need a quick nap. I'm dozing at my desk.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yeah, no worries. I should be back in time for Emily to go to sleep on her time zone.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
By the way, reminder, if you get us to 3,000, I will read the entirety of Man Cardor.
This way.
It's kind of short.
The entirety of what?
Man Cardor Hook Hand. It's a creepypasta.
Oh.
But it's not really a creepypasta. It's a poorly translated creepypasta.
It's very funny. It's kind of got the same vibes as like Backstroke of the West, if you know what that is.
No, I do not.
Okay,
I actually don't know what that is either.
Okay, Backstroke of the West is a triple translation and then back to English of Revenge of the Sith, and it is bonkers. Oh boy! And there's a version on YouTube you can go watch that has all of the lines voiced as best an impression they could do, where they could do it.
I think I might have seen
of the characters, but like it's got bits like at the end when Darth Vader is going like no, instead it's do not want. And God, there's so many weird lines from it. I'll look it up for you once.
By the way, are you ready for Swoloff? We didn't do it right, so it's gonna be a scene. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a scene. Yeah. Hang on.
I am probably gonna be lagged. Like I'm watching the stream. So.
Yeah, same for us.
No, I did it right! God damn it!
Sure, something.
Damn it! No, I did it correctly. Oh, probably Google Here, hold on. While this cutscene plays, I'm going to Google Swoloff and see if I can find it. Because it's and I'll put it in the Discord for you guys.
I have some lines.
What are these images on Google Images for Swoloff?
I have some lines from Backstroke of the West. The geography that I stands compares you superior. Instead of I have the high ground.
Yeah. Thank you.
I has been hating you.
Posting the image that comes up when you scroll off. That is the first.
Go check Discord. That's Swoloff.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, voice chat is the one with the one that I found.
I love having a nose.
Oh.
Hey, Chris,
This is a good bit too.
How did this happen anyway?
Did you
self-portrait?
These weird animals.
Also, yeah, Cunin is around. I don't know. I don't remember what their availability is, but I think they're going to be around at some point on this.
I was gonna bully Benji to come join us, but he's currently streaming. So
Benji's rating in. Messaged me earlier.
I messaged the Serps. They did see it. They might be rating in as well.
Okay. That's good.
Lance,
I don't know what that
I don't
means.
believe Lance if
they're back.
Yeah. No. But if he does, that is pretty amazing. I do feel weird about asking him to do a favor like that. But he's very cool.
I think it's okay.
Oh, no, hang on. No, I'll bully him. Don't worry. I'll send him a message right now. Listen.
No, I already sent it. I already sent it.
You dumb.
I knew it. I was like, oh god. Oh my god.
Are you just gonna send an abusive message to your friend right now, Tim?
No,
Yes.
I'm sending a very supportive but message that points out things that I think will be for his own good.
Okay, here's some other amazing lines. So this is from the part at the start of like, have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis Wise?
Did you hear the tragedy that reached the man? Then his land killed him to let him going to bed.
That's beautiful.
You too careful. He is a big. When Dooku shows up, that's what.
By the way, Tim on his stream did a reading of the Dark Plagueis the Wise speech, and I did Anakin's lines as Minnie Mouse.
Oh, I love
right, yeah.
I can actually do some of the scenes between Anakin and Obi-Wan as both of the characters. Like,
Oh no, I'm sure you could. We just deliberately decided. So Tim did what's his face as Gollum.
No, Gollum.
No,
I did Gollum.
you were Gollum, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh man. Have you ever heard of the Plagueis the Wise?
Yeah, and I was just doing like, whoa, I've never heard. What's the story? Whatever the fuck Anakin's lines are, I don't remember that off the dome.
Join me and we can rule the galaxy.
Man.
Oh yeah, Cunin is says they're doing editing work right now, but they'll hop in.
Oh, they might
Cool.
be doing my editing work.
They very probably are.
Yeah, I'll tell them, get back to work.
Slave.
You work for me, you see?
Yeah.
Just random. One of the best Twitter posts I've seen today is someone. Basically, there's that really bad war between Marvel and Marvel fans and Scorsese fans that's pointless and really bad. But someone was like, I've never heard a more poetic line in any recent Scorsese movie like Vision's line in WandaVision. And someone just quotes me it with the line from Wolf of Wall Street where Jonah Hill just goes, if anyone's gonna fuck my cousin, it's gonna be me.
God, I'm in hell. My soul just went to hell. Emily, you sent it there.
No.
Emily, you sent my soul to hell. It's gone now. Also, because it's a fun time for dramatic timing to do this, I'm gonna pause and go do some human things. Also, I haven't taken my meds yet today, so I'm gonna go do that too.
I'm gonna do that right. I will actually take KH3 live on stream as a fuck you to Charps. That'll be later though.
Do it. Alright, I'll be right back.
Reminder to chat. Make sure you get some water. Take your medication if you need to. If you need a breather,
I just downed an entire Dr. Pepper
you can. You should. And take care of yourself. Okay. We appreciate you all being here.
By the way, I like how when I left to go use the bathroom, I literally spent my time in the bathroom while I was still listening to the conversation because my bathroom was very close to my room. I was looking up stuff for the project that inspired Ringo Bingo. So it came all around.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Tim, if you want in on Ringo Bingo, I'll explain fully. So because of the ridiculous thing, I was like, you know what? My next video is going to be a fake documentary about Ringo Bingo, but what it's actually about is gatekeeping in art and like film snobbery.
Oh, that's fair. That'd be good.
And so what it's going to be is we're just going to get a bunch of different like video essayists and stuff to contribute bits where they're talking about Ringo Bingo as if he's like if you haven't watched Ringo Bingo, you don't know art. You don't understand.
Yeah.
And like just going fully into that like shitty persona. But
how can you talk about film without having seen Ringo Bingo's most beautiful film, Jingo Wingo?
Mamma Mia Pizza Pie.
Mamma Mia's Pizza Pie. I think Jingo Wingo is amazing though. That's a good name.
Jingo.
But yeah, so the idea is that everyone will just do like a short little bit, like a minute or 30 seconds or something, in their style, as if they're talking about Ringo Bingo.
Someone mentioned. I brought up the Wolf of Wall Street line. Someone brought up another good Scorsese line, which is Joe Pesci in Casino saying, "Peekaboo, you fucks you."
I'm like trying to look up quotes from Scorsese films. There's some good dialogue. I mean, I guess because he's Martin Scorsese.
He doesn't even write most of his movies. He just gets really good writers.
Hey, part of being a good collaborator is knowing who to collaborate with.
Yeah.
Like, I think people have this concept, especially, and this is such a big problem with, like, auteur theory with directors in film, that it's all, like, a one-man thing. Whereas, it's just, well, one, it's not that, but also, there's an aspect of, like, ignoring the contributions and also misunderstanding how the process of filmmaking works, and how a lot of directors have entire studios they built up around them of people they like working with, and that's why you get consistent style and quality from them, because it's they have frequent collaborators, right? So you'll see like writing director duos, you'll see like directors with entire production companies, and and the problem is that because, and to be clear, they do have a massive fucking impact. Just like I would say, the writer has a massive impact, and probably like your primary leads have a massive impact, more so than any other. Your cinematographer as well, and your editor. I think those are kind of the ones that, like, as individuals, have the largest individual impact on anything. Like, cinematographers do not get the respect they deserve.
No, I totally agree. I don't know much about film. I don't talk about films very much, but I think like auteur theory in particular, like it's really not so much about. I think a lot of people misconstrue it in sort of this great man theory rather than rather than like the study of a particular style of like someone's filmography. You know.
Okay, I'm back.
I think between
Parker is here.
what we
Hello.
Hey, Arker.
Hi.
Hello.
Where like what Auteur Theory good at is saying, hey, this person has had an impact on a bunch of films. Let's look at all of those films and see what his individual impact or her individual or their individual impact is. I said his because I was still thinking fucking Martin Scorsese, but so we're gonna say all movies that Martin Scorsese has directed, and we're gonna examine the things that are common between them that are likely from Martin Scorsese to discuss like what his impact as an auteur is, versus the auteur theory that's just slipping right into great man bullshit.
Yeah. Ugh.
I just want to update everyone on how I'm doing. I looked at my Discord and I had 13 pings in one server, and I was like, oh no, did something happen? Did I do something wrong? So looking through it, every single one is, if you ate a saxophone, it would be a snaxophone. If you ate a saxophone, it would be a snaxophone. If you ate a saxophone, it would be a snaxophone. If you ate a
Emily,
saxophone,
why
it would be a
are all of
snaxophone.
your followers just as meme as you are?
This isn't from my server. This is from a random server.
What? Oh my god. Well, clearly you missed something about a
Everyone.
snaxophone.
If you ate a saxophone, it would be a snaxophone.
I just looked at the voice test with Jim. You really did find Swole.
Yeah. The first pick when you look up Swole.
Just look at that bulging, you know.
Leave it there.
Leave it there. Leave it there. We don't need to go any further.
Just look at that bulging.
Okay,
Exactly.
I'm going the
Yeah.
wrong way, and I don't remember what's the right way to go. Hoo boy.
Oh no. Have we read out donations from the? Haven't read them out in a bit.
Yeah, having it out in a bit. Oh, there's some really good ones in here. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the happiest.
Voice.
Okay. I could do it. Echo Rose. Well, our last one we read was Princess Weeks with $20, where it was I Want to Hear It. So. With the $9. Sorry for about donating late. You're not late. We're going through 24 hours, so
You're right on time.
We're not even halfway through. And for being in and out of viewing the stream, you don't have to apologize for that.
Nope,
But
you have a life. It's fine.
Right. Good luck with the rest of the game. Smiley face. Thank you, Echo Rose.
Thank you.
Closeted Furry Radar with the one.
Ah!
Is this about what's his name from MASH? Is
Yes.
that what
Yes. Yes. That is what that's about.
Tim_HFM with $20. Oh, that's you.
That
You're doing
is.
amazing with
That's
you're
the
doing
boy.
amazing.
That's
I like to think that one's
amore.
about me. The happiest funny with $20 saying, gonna have to go to sleep now. Good luck with the string. Trans rights. Hail Ringo Bingo. And remember, folks, tweet with the hashtag Ringo Bingo.
Ringo Bingo High, please.
Go high.
We are the greatest Stan army on the net.
We are definitely the something.
Yeah, Frozen
on the net.
World is hella long, Cassie and Eves. You are correct. Frozen World happens for so long. Anyway, continue. I'm just
Continue
fighting
with-
some heartless deer for some reason.
No. You shall. Whoa, that is a lot of heartless deer.
Uh-huh.
That is a fair quantity. Why are they spitting out stars when you smack them with your key?
I think that has more to do with the type of Keyblade I have equipped right now. A lot of times some of those little side animations that come off from your hits have to do with the Keyblade you have. Yeah, so the stars, those are meant to be like sheriff stars, because this is the toy box Keyblade that I got from Toy Story.
Gotcha. I see. That's
Yeah,
why
so
I'm
that'll-
seeing either Woody or Jesse's hat as it turns into the super
Yeah,
thing.
so like if I change to... Oh, it's really only letting me do those 3. Well, alright, we'll do this one. See, now it's moons. Because I changed to the
Couldn't
dusk
ready.
till dawn. Oh, Cannon's here?
Not here yet, but they're ready, so I can pop over into.
Yeah. So Emily will bring them in a minute. Also, I'm gonna really quickly Fuck my
So let me
equipment 'cause I want a
find you
better
guys
voice.
on Harker. Who are you on Twitter?
On Twitter, I am at LT Harker. I argue with TERFs most of the time.
LT Harker.
I found
Yeah.
you. There we go.
And also, in the
I'm
Who
also
Are
on-
You channel, I'm pretty sure everyone's posted their links, so you should be able to look for everybody by these display
right,
names in the Who Are You channel. Also, hello, Cuenin! Do you want to say hello and introduce yourself to the chat? Tell everybody who you are, what you do.
Yeah. I'm Cuenin, and I edit for Tim from Hello Future
Hi.
Me and Benji from Tail Foundry.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey!
Hello. Good to be here.
Are we just collecting
Welcome.
different groups of chaotic friends?
Yes, honestly, yes. Having heard Cuenin, Benji, and Alex together, yes.
Actually, Cuenin, me and Benji actually had a bit of an issue to raise. What are you doing out of your cage?
I'm sorry.
That's too
Okay,
honest.
I'll get back in. It's fine.
Guys!
Cuenin's allowed
I
like
am
10 minutes
here for
full of
this.
breaks.
It just
A few
gets
times
really
a day.
smelly in there, Tim. I don't enjoy it.
My God, you
Bathroom,
guys!
and it gets really gross.
Oh my God, this is getting so dark, you guys!
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Abort this
the
bit!
effective of my dog when I put her to sleep every night.
It's getting darker.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Alright, I'm done with this.
Quick, everybody, evacuate the bit! Evacuate the bit!
No time.
Ringo Bingo! Oh, hey, Cuenin, do you want to learn about the lore of Ringo Bingo?
The
Wait,
greatest.
hang on. Do you not know about Ringo Bingo
just-
already? Have you seen Ringo
Just-
Bingo's film?
just-
I saw a tweet from your account.
I just want to jump in before we elucidate Cuenin on the majesty of the mighty filmmaker Ringo Bingo. I just want to ask a favor of everyone who is currently in the stream. If you have a Twitter, if you have a Twitter, folk who are watching, folk in the chat. If you're watching
Such a
this and you
fear
have a
right
Twitter,
now.
I'd love you to share this on the twitter.com. If you have a Facebook, if you are
What
that
is it that
arcade,
you're asking them to share?
I would like you to share this stream. Share this stream on your social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Bingo.
With @TransLifeline. Let's be clear. When we're repping for the stream, we can't rep for Ringo Bingo. We have to be grown-ups.
I actively refuse to be a grown-up. But share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter, share it on your Discord servers, text it to your mother, text it to your father, text it to your non-binary parents, send it in an email to your grandparents, and put it in Slack to your boss. I don't care. But get it out there. Get the stream out there. It's twitch.tv/LK the Brave. And if you want to hashtag it Ringo Bingo 5. Thank you. I just wanted to see if we can up our numbers.
@TransLifeline.
Or @TransLifeline. That makes sense too. Or both. Both is good.
This is why I invited Tim, because I knew that Tim could up the chaos.
So Lady Night and Emily and I are hanging out, and Lady Night's just like, if we get Tim and Cuenin and Benji all together, we'll have 2 entire squads of chaos.
No. It's actually probably a really bad idea to have me and Benji in the same chat because our entire private chat is basically talking about really niche literary theory. We had this discussion the other day.
I have
really
like
jealous
seen you
about
two
me.
bicker about this shit.
We had a discussion about the legitimate use of the zeugma, which is a very specific literary technique, and about whether or not you should use it and where it's useful and where it's not. And by the way, zeugma is a fantastic word. He wanted to call it the solipsis though, which I thought is a much more stupid term for it. So
Yeah, it doesn't start with a Z.
I mean, I've heard of
know.
solipsis at least.
Yeah, zeugma is just another word for it.
If it's a rabbit hole, you don't have to go down it, but I want to know what it is now.
Okay, it's basically where I'll give you the official definition because otherwise I'll screw it up. It's where a word is applied to two other words of which it grammatically suits only one. For example, neither they nor it is working, or John and his driving license expired last week. Both John and his license. So it's applying the word expired to both of those. Now
I love those.
Now,
They're great.
but it's confusing because people don't naturally pair the nouns and verbs like that. Like that's not how English is typically structured, which means that it's really good if you use it in like really clear examples, but a lot of people try to do it in ways that don't really work.
I haven't seen many instances of it not working, and I've only seen a few instances of it. Usually it's more like that, like John and his driver's license passed last week, which is just such a fucking great statement. Like, that works so strongly.
Exactly. It's great. But yeah,
Honestly, my brain touched the void halfway through your explanation, so I still don't know what it is. But that's okay.
Sorry. How long have you been going now?
I'm starting to lose my mind.
I've been going for about 8 hours. I'm not complete. It's honestly just an attention span thing. I was never good at grammar in school, like never.
Well, I'm starting to get
That's fine.
I have a excellent language, so you can just keep talking about it, and I'll be very interested.
I've been teaching some students grammar, which means I've had to learn it, and I've picked up this magnificent textbook, which is Grammar for English Language Teachers, with exercises and a key, and it's just like, where are we? 500 pages of how words work that I have still not read.
That sounds like a bad time to me, but do you?
I prefer like linguistics. I don't much for grammar. Formal stuff.
Yeah, linguistics is just much more interesting a field, I think. And that's as a person who teaches grammar.
You do a lot of things in your spare time.
I do too many things, Lady Knight. It's too many. I don't know
And
how
occasionally.
Oh, okay. Here's a question. What's something that you do like completely separate from your online public persona that people don't realize is connected to you? Like I have like a 3-meter tall bookcase full of board games that are my main hobby. Like I am big on board games.
Tim, you can't argue that you keep that separate from your social media though. It's all on your Instagram.
No, come on. It's well.
Talk about
Well, okay. Well then, fine. Everything about me is public.
Cuenin just roasted you.
Yeah.
I
think for me,
you can talk about stuff, but if it's not like actually part of your like what you produce, you know, like, are you making video? Like, if you're not making content on it, I don't, because everybody talks about things they're interested in online to some degree. I don't think anyone, fully has something that they have never like mentioned on a post, you know.
I think for me the biggest thing that is like disconnected from what I talk about online and that I've kept relatively quiet for a while and am working on a video to talk about soon, so I don't mind sharing it, is polyamory and being part of the poly community and problems and interesting things in relation to it. Yeah,
that's fair.
Working on a video,
That's
I say.
very cool.
Cool. Also,
that's
oh
my-
no!
You should
I just
share
fell.
it in the server when you finish with it, because I'd be very interested in watching.
Yeah, cool. I've got so many.
maybe someone wanna? I'll do it. I'll add a just like Because we've all had so every time we've had someone on, and I'm gonna ask you both now. We've had people talk about like what is their most recent piece that they've done, and then what is probably like the piece they're most proud of from the last.
Yeah. Which Tim, you kind of answered that all on your own, so I didn't ask.
Which was awesome. So
well,
I wonder what's.
I mean, my most recent piece, well, the most important recent piece was I did this 2.5-hour video on the last Airbnb film, but
which I need to watch still.
But I'm sorry, Alex.
You don't know how many times I cried at my desk for that.
I'm very sorry. It was a painful exercise. You know,
you have to use real gin.
I did. It was water after the first time. You saw me when you saw the clip when I realized I was trying to quickly drink gin.
Like, the last Airbender video was incredible, and because of that, I can't stop thinking of bring me all your elderly.
Bring me
all the elderly.
God, I really like Dev Patel though, which is the sad part. I really like Dev Patel.
It's not Dev Patel's fault that the directing.
No, it's not at all. I'm just sorry for his career.
Yeah, there's an interview later on where he was asked, what happened with that film. It's like, I gotta be honest, I didn't know what was happening half the time. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So
So what's the biggest thing you've just been working on? Or what's the thing you've just been working on? I've lost everything.
Cuenin?
That I'm speaking to. Cuenin. Sorry.
What's the question? Sorry?
What's the biggest thing, most recent thing you've worked on?
The same video that we were just talking about, right?
Yeah, probably. I had a feeling.
You have your own channel, though, which you are putting out content on.
Yeah,
plug your channel.
Occasionally, yeah.
Plug your channel. Plug your channel.
Plug it.
Okay. Well, my channel's called Cuenin's Cove. That's spelled Cuenin, and I occasionally make little video essays and my own little videos just about stuff that I care about. Yeah. And then I only have a few clone. The majority of my stuff. I don't actually. Let me see. I wonder if the majority of my stuff is.
You love Clone Wars.
I love Clone Wars.
Okay, we gotta talk about Clone Wars.
Talk about Clone Wars. Here, I'm just gonna sit here. You two be friends. Talk about Clone Wars.
Let's do it.
So, because I have a special interest in Star Wars. I fucking love Star Wars. I'm guessing you also love the Denny Tartarovsky Clone Wars as well as the newer one.
I actually haven't seen it, but
we have to watch it.
I'm just gonna cut straight across because the donation bar is at precisely 69%, which is the very nice.
I wish I had that foghorn thing on my phone.
Oh no! Now we have to donate. Now we have to change the goal to get people to donate because they won't want to change the number.
You have
no. Wait, donate.
Someone
so we
donate
can
now.
Get to a new one. Quick!
Somebody donate. Do it.
Do it.
Beef Tony. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out specifically.
Why? Why them specifically?
The dollar rate.
I am not saying that to you, Beef Tony. Okay, you don't have to.
They literally said, "Hang on."
I believe you. I'm sorry, Beef Tony. Thank you.
Actually, you know what you should do to break the number? Donate $69.
Hey.
You're no longer calling on Beef Tony to do that. Beef Tony do not feel required to donate $69. Anyone.
But if somebody could donate $69, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be very fun. It would get us very close to our deal. Our deal. It would get us closer to our goal, which is 3K, which we are a decent bit away from, but we can get there. And if I do that, I will read how exactly is it written. Mandor hand hook car door.
God.
What?
Wow, apparently we're $694 away from our goal.
Mr. Sandman.
No, that's donation suggestion, I think, from Happy Bunny.
69,420.
Oh, 420! Oh, next level.
That's the sex number.
That's the sex number and another number.
Yeah, 420 is the
pot number and the
69
sex
is the
number.
weed number.
Am I almost somewhere, finally? I think I'm almost somewhere.
I also like how when you confused them earlier, LK, you described it as the pot number.
Yeah. I did know that. Wait, what's happening right now?
I was going to ask Emily what the last thing she worked on was.
Oh, first I'll read the donation because my friend donated. Peyton Brock with the 420. Hi, Emily. Hey, Pete. You're a really cool friend, and I like hanging out with you and talking to you. Okay, so what if I most of the last project I worked on? I mean, like, I did, like, last project the last overall project I worked on it wasn't a big one. I did a short review for I'm Thinking of Anything, but, like, the last video essay I did was a analysis of the Danish girl and how it handles trans representation. And,
but not good trans representation, let's be clear.
Yeah, I was just going to say it right now. It doesn't handle it well. In fact, it was so insulting to have to edit that for... I was taking a while because I wasn't doing well at the time, so it took me 3 months to edit. So I basically had to spend 3 months staring at Eddie Redmayne in drag. Basically, including several scenes where he strips down completely naked and you see him tuck his penis visibly. That is very offensive. And also the fact that you realize halfway through the movie that, wait, she's not even the main character. And
no.
Also, thank you, Beef Tony.
Beef Tony also donated $5. I will do this.
Thanks, Beef Tony. Thank you.
Thank you. The Ghost of Whoa! The Ghost of Ringo Bingo donated $420. I knew that 69 cents.
He's
I
real.
love Ringo Estate Food. Ringo Bingo is real in our hearts and in our minds.
Oh my god!
And apparently what? Ringo Bingo, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ghost of Ringo Bingo.
Not only renowned film director, but also philanthropist.
Yeah, which is wild because he did die in 2008, so this is just his ghost.
Yeah, well, he
wow.
He left his entire estate for donating things. So,
yeah.
I expect we'll see many other charity streams where Ringo.
Also, obligatory. We all need to say nice. So nice.
Nice.
On Soul so I couldn't say it, but it's nice.
Beef Tony did have a special request to go with the $5 that they donated. While we're calling people out, though, can we get a $1 trans rights train going? So, folk, I would like you to.
Everybody donate $1.
Everyone donate $1. Say trans rights. We have 69 viewers right now. If everybody donates $1, we'll have the nice number happening again.
Hey.
Oh, my few minutes.
It is 68. It might be going back to 69. We don't know.
Why are we killing
Also, we're going to have some other streams rating in eventually. So that's going to be really awesome to have the train going and then have them start donating too.
Heck yeah.
Also, the reason we're hurting Elsa's pet is because a lot of times in Kingdom Hearts, it's just this character's being mean to you. Hit them enough times, and then they become your friend. He's actually a member of your party after this.
Ringo,
this is.
Should we talk about the messaging of this game for like 5 seconds?
That's how I make friends too, Lady Knight.
Oh, maybe it's not his friend yet, but he will be when you come back to.
Holy crap!
What?
What? 27, I can't read their full name because my screen is tiny. 27 con something or other, someone with the biggest screen has just thrown $500 into the pot.
Woo!
Hey!
27 conifer.
Thank you so
27
much.
conifer. I was about to call you out. So thank you for donating without needing to be called out. That's amazingly
Also,
generous.
we just hit our goal.
Thank you so much.
Woo!
Woo!
Let me really quickly pause and
Gosh.
raise the goal, but also
Figure out what the next thing
It's
is.
time for me to read.
I was gonna read fanfic. I was gonna read one shot.
Heck yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do a dramatic reading.
While we're paused and while you're gearing up for that, I want to remind everyone that, firstly, what this is. We're raising money for Trans Lifeline. It's a charity that is trans-run, supporting trans people in the US in English and in Spanish. They do telephone counseling. They also do financial counseling and support, grants, etc. It's a really cool mutual aid charity, and you helping them out, it's helping out a lot of marginalized folks. Secondly, the thing I want to remind everyone is, if you are thirsty, now is a good time to take your meds if you have meds to take. Now is a good time to drink some water and hydrate if you are able. Stretch if you can, and breathe as deeply as possible. You are loved. You are valid, and don't forget, most importantly of all, trans rights.
All right, I got it all pulled up. Do you want me to go?
Also, my internet is being a bad, so it might take me a second to like renew the goal, raise the goal. But just you start.
Okay. Man and girl.
Next
go out,
time you should
drive
try
on
getting good internet.
Ha.
Am I good?
Keep going, yeah.
Okay. Man and girl go out to drive under moonlight. They stop at a side of road. He turned to his girl and say, "Baby, I love you very much." "What is it, honey?" "Our car is broken down. I think the engine is broken. I'll walk and get some more fuel." "Okay, I'll stay here and look after our stereo. There have been news report of stairs being stolen." "Good idea."
For 1 millisecond. Is this based off of that Community episode, or is the Community episode based off of this? The Halloween episode?
I believe it's based. Well, it's based on the myth of the that this is based on, which is the story of the hook in the corridor.
Yeah. So the Abed version, like not the Abed, the Brita version of the story is very similar to this.
Okay. Yeah. It might be influenced by this. This is from 2012.
I watched some of Community. But
some, not all.
I tried watching it earlier in this year, and I got through, or like late last year, and I think I got through like 3 or 4 seasons, and then I just sort of fell off the bandwagon.
I mean, that's fair, because that's kind of the right time to fall off.
Did you fall off season 3 or season 4? Because depending on which one you say, you will be heavily judged.
Okay, I fell off as soon as there were 2 things that really stuck out to me. One of them, like Donald Glover's character, I can't remember.
Troy.
Sorry, I can't remember. Troy, yeah. He left the show, and I felt that was just like strange.
So
season 4 is commonly referred
That's
to as
season 5.
No. Season.
Season 5 was when
Yes.
Troy left the show.
Troy leaves for a period in season 4, comes back, and leaves in season 5. But if you cut off partway through, the first time that Troy leaves the show, it's in season 4.
When does he leave temporarily?
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Remember, he had something other like conflict and couldn't shoot, so I can't remember. It's a whole. Anyway, it's called Childish got big and yeah,
and they couldn't afford him anymore.
Yeah,
God bless.
The reason that season is not as good is because Dan Harmon left that season. He was fired. He was fired.
Dan Harmon was fired for season 4, and then in season 5, after Chevy Chase left, and then Donald Glover left in season 5. Like, Dan Harmon was brought back for season 5, but that's when the cast started leaving.
Right.
Which is when the
Yes,
show
I-
gets
they-
less
they
good.
They never
Oh.
recovered from season
No,
4's drop.
There was this guy. Like, there was this old guy who appeared in one episode. He was like an old military guy. He was like a janitor.
I
then or
really think
something.
he got to season 5 from the sounds of it, because that sounds
really
like a season
did.
5 character.
And I expected him to just be like a one episode character, but he kept coming back every episode. And I was
He
like,
basically
is he a-
replaces Pierce that season.
Is he? Does he become a main character?
Kind of, but it's not fun.
Like a season, and then he kind of drops off for season 6.
Season 5 and 6 are decent, but season 5, I don't know, it's a weird one, and it's not as consistent. Season 4 leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It's literally referred to as the gas leak year by the cast and the fans, because it's basically like, we don't know what the fuck was going on. It's a mess.
The other thing that sort of was weird to me was that Britta got really dumb.
Oh my god, I
yes.
hate that so much. I hate
so
how they.
bad.
Also, really quickly before we continue on this community rant, is that the whole post, Emily?
No, we are only halfway through.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I am very sorry. I get distracted easily. I heard the thing and I was like, is that community?
All right.
Fair and sane.
All right, so I'll continue.
Yes.
So the last thing was, okay, I'll stay in here and look after our stereo. There have been news report of stairs being stolen. Good idea. Keep the doors locked no matter what. I love you, Sweaty.
Take this!
That's where I Love You Sweaty comes from!
So the guy left to get full for the car. After 2 hours, the girls say, "Where is my baby? He was supposed to be back by now." Then the girl hear a scratching. Hear a scratching sound and voice say, "Let me in." The girl doesn't do it, and then after a while she goes to sleep. Really anticlimactic there. The next morning she wakes up and finds her boyfriend still not there. She gets out to check, and Mandor hand cooked car door.
What?
Good.
That is how it ends.
Incredible.
It's famous. And then there's another thing that came out of that, which is the other version of Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Sandman. Man me a sand, make him the cutest.
Man card door hook hands.
I'll get it up. I'll get the full lyrics.
Oh my goodness, that was very good though. Thank you, Emily.
Mr. Sandman, man me a sand, make him the cutest man Carter who can. Give him 2 sands like Sanses and Hanses, then tell him that his sands and mans are Hanses. Sandman, sand so a man.
I think we're good.
Don't have Sanses.
Airnock, thank you. I think we're good.
We got it.
Yeah. It's wild. The entire thing is just a mess.
Also, I feel like we should read the donations of $20 from Toasty, Trans Rights.
Thank
the Doodle
you.
Fox, $1, Trans Rights. Cashin Eve, $1, Trans Rights. Trans Liberation Now.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's keep up that trans rights train, folks.
Yay!
Yes, you get us to 4K, and LK will read, I'm assuming maybe not all, but part of a fan.
Well, no, I was gonna read a one shot, something kind of short. I was thinking I would read one of my Hill House one shots. Those are pretty short.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you will hear some hot fanfic action.
It's not hot! Emily, do not sell this! It's the good, sad content. You come to me to cry. It's the good. Oh my god, Emily.
Okay.
Emily.
So after Lady Night has finished her read, we'll have to find some good and steamy good and steamy Hill House content.
No.
To read
Somebody fucks a
uncensored live
ghost.
on stream. Yeah.
What about
I'm about it.
Lucius?
Well, okay, no, that's just Bly Manor. Somebody fucks a ghost. That's Bly Manor.
Heck yeah.
Oh, also, by the way, I just want to point out, okay, this is the first time Hans has showed up in this fucking game. No contact. Who's that guy?
Could be somebody from Arendelle
Who came up here to help her?
Who's that guy?
Don't think so. That doesn't
For some reason,
God.
I decided to look up,
God.
for some reason I decided to look up the phrase "strangest erotic fanfic" to see if there was anything funny we could read. And the first thing I saw was Twilight / The Price is Right erotic crossover.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not not gonna read erotic fanfic. I had a bad enough time. I had a hard enough time the one time. So I've done karaoke sometimes with like my siblings and stuff, and I made the mistake of singing the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend from Moulin Rouge version in karaoke, which means there's a point where the lyrics stop, music keeps going, and it's just a lot of like, ooh, harder daddy, like, because that's just like what Nicole Kidman says in the song, but I'm just sitting there like, I don't know how to do this, and I'm just like, ooh, yes, like, 'cause I was like, I just not compute, I don't understand, I don't know what to do.
October Oddity has suggested the Cum Shirts post, or Beef Tony has suggested the Grinch post. And for those in the know, these are both astonishing posts to read. So I'll just like float that with my fellow streamers.
Let's just leave out the
Maybe not cum shirts. Definitely not cum shirts. I don't want that.
Is the Grinch one appropriate?
It's not the vibe of the stream, okay?
Is the Grinch post appropriate? I wouldn't read it out in the classroom.
Aeronaut, do you know what it is?
From what I remember of it, does not.
Also, look, he's in our party now. It doesn't matter that we heard him earlier. He's our friend now.
That's good.
I could read. I read it.
Smoking girlfriends. I'm curious what that one is.
I could read the greatest review of Jupiter Ascending, which I know Aeronaut has heard. I don't know who else.
Ever made.
The greatest review of Jupiter Ascending ever written.
I know it was read while I was conscious in the call. I don't remember it.
Good.
I want to hear this because Jupiter Ascending is just such a bombastically, strangely ambitious.
Okay,
film.
so that's if we hit that's at 5,000, because 4,000 I'm going to read fanfic, but at 5,000 I will read the greatest review of Jupiter Ascending that's ever been written, and I'm not kidding you. It is the greatest review.
This one is so good. It's so good, folk. Let's get to 5K. I want to hear this review.
Wait, do you know which one I'm talking about, Tim, or are you just excited to hear it?
I didn't say that.
That was Harker.
Oh crap! I'm sorry. Your two accents are similar, and if I'm not paying attention, I mix up voices.
Similar.
Fair enough.
Similar.
You read it on the you read it on the Hades stream for Hope, right?
Yes, that's the one.
Then yes, I am aware of the one, and oh my god, it's so good.
I'm
gotten all the content.
I'm just gonna read Jupiter Ascending reviews till I find it.
No, you won't. You will not find it. You will not find it.
Okay, that makes me sad.
I mean, there are a lot of great actual Jupiter Ascending reviews that you will find, because all Jupiter Ascending reviews are very fun to read. Much like Cats, all content was fun.
Also, reminder of another one of our goals. If we reach 10,000, Late Night has to explain the entirety of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I have to try to explain this entire franchise, which I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll yeah, 10K.
All right, we can make this happen. Can't we, chat? Can't we?
Also, casting the suggestion of the 3 weed-smoking girlfriends, I looked it up. This is absolutely hilarious, but it'd be impossible to read on. Not because it's, like, offensive, it's just so weird. It's so long and so weird.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. I love when Sora gets to ride his friends. Look at this. Sora uses his friends as battering rams.
Also, I like the use of the Surf emotes. The Surfs have really good emotes.
Bum 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 bum. What?
Also, I'm just gonna keep posting Sour Please in the chat.
What is Sour Please? What is that?
It's an emote you can get with an extension. It's a better TTV emote.
Oh, that.
And it is a GIF emote of a man dancing, presumably in the middle of what looks like a toy store, and it is it just goes on for a while and it's very entertaining. It's the worm. It's very.
All right.
We don't like long, weird things on the Kingdom Hearts stream. Listen, I know Kingdom Hearts is long and weird. We have to limit our weird, long things.
It has more to do with attention span, I think, to a degree.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're doing a long, weird thing, but like, if a post...
on the video...
There's different types of long and weird, okay?
What even?
Thank you, Kevin. But, yeah, no, like, for instance, I would not on this here stream do that whole, like, the mayonnaise post? The article about mayonnaise?
That was horrid.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. That's too much.
How do we explain the mayonnaise post? Imagine if someone used mayonnaise to primarily try to discuss white replacement bullshit.
Yeah, it's just a lot of dog whistles.
Wildly
Like you're replacing the mayonnaise with barbecue sauce?
It's so
I mean, they talked more about, oh, what's the red spicy stuff that people put?
Sriracha, I think. But
yeah, sriracha.
There's so many things going on in that post.
Very much.
The Titanic gets brought up.
Oh my god. Also, did they bring up the Holocaust?
They bring up the Holocaust for like 4 paragraphs.
What?
What?
Oh, also, it's not written by a man. It's written by a woman.
Yes, it's written by like Mega Karen.
Mega Karen, the ultimate boss.
Mega Karen with her sidekick Mega Carol and Mega Megan.
There we go. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. I love it.
Giga Karen.
Put me down.
Get fight.
Oh, good grief. We're skipping cutscenes and Frozen because I don't care about Frozen.
I just can't let it go.
How far into the game are we?
So after this, we still have Pirates and Big Hero 6, and I think
Big
that's
Hero
the last
6?
thing. Yeah, Big Hero 6. We get to ride on Baymax. It's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
from
is
that
there
world,
Tron? Is there Tron stuff in this one, or is that?
No, that's in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Be safe here.
Alex, you missed the Tron discussion.
Wait,
Missed the Tron discussion.
Yeah.
Do you like Tron Legacy?
Yeah, I love Tron. Like,
Oh my god!
I have a poster of it up in my living room right now.
I like Alex, okay?
Also, it's not that I don't like Frozen, although it's not my favorite of the Disney animateds, but I definitely don't like the Frozen world in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I'm not like.
I made a video about Tron 3 before they announced it, and I'm so happy it happened.
Wait, Tron 3?
Yeah, I basically made a video that was like, hey, this movie could be really good if they actually gave it a chance, and then like a week later they were like, hey, let's do it!
I'm fucking excited, because Tron Legacy is fucking amazing. Though I am sad that Tron 3 won't have a Daft Punk soundtrack.
I was just about to say that, like,
because it makes that movie, so much of the emotion is, like, I listen to that soundtrack sometimes, and I'm just like, oh, all the emotions, okay.
Yes. It's so good.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I'm sure they'll
Also,
find someone
worst
who can
world
live up to
in
it,
Kingdom
but-
Hearts would be Little Mermaid in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's all
It's a
just a
water
rhythm.
level?
Well, no, because it's not big. It's just a series of rhythm games. That's it. And most of it is to made up songs. For some reason, they have Under the Sea, but the rest of them are made up songs. Go listen to, I think it's called Splish Splash or something. Like, it's not good, whatever it is.
Even the name is bad.
Like, I might be misremembering the name, but it's just the entire song is just like, Splish Splash, we're having fun with the bubbles, blah, blah, blah. It's just less good.
I hate that. As
Speaking
someone
of
who
things
has
I
made
hate,
a rhythm game, it's really easy to fuck up a rhythm game.
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. That's it. That's some of the lyrics. Swim this way. That's it. That's the song. It sucks.
No.
Finny
So-
Fun is a lyric that is said. That's true.
I've just logged onto Twitter to do some stream promo, which I'd just like to remind everyone who's hanging out in chat. Just share the link to the stream on the internet. But I've logged onto Twitter, and one of the trending topics right now is Nazi. So I am constantly...
You know what? I know what it is. I guarantee it's
the CPAC stage.
Yeah, it's the CPAC stage.
The CPAC stage.
That's
Alright.
Sorry, what now? What's happening?
Okay, so the CPAC stage is literally just a Nazi symbol.
Get ready to
Oh.
go.
I don't.
What's the CPAC
I don't
stage?
think.
Hang on.
No,
hang
it's
on.
very-
I'll share a photo. I'll share a photo.
It's
There you go.
the Nazi Party of the U.S. that's their current primary symbol.
Oh.
It's really blatant. There is no fucking way that it is not specifically that. There are way too many literal.
It's like a Community where they're like, it's a
Protecting us from
windmill.
the storm.
Oh my god. Oh god. It's not the swastika.
It's
It is
supposed to be a
the.
maze.
The storm's died down.
And then the cop comes in and he's like, I'm telling you, this isn't gonna end until they ban the windmill from Pictionary.
What the fuck?
That's the best line. That's such a good line. Okay, so
The best community line to me is just the one where he just has the symbol on his chest and he just in community he just goes, it's gonna be a maze.
Oh, I forgot about because they have the weird.
They're like, was he racist? Let's think back on it.
Gosh, I found a good.
Oh,
found a good
here's the
post story.
second bad guy where it's this Hans may or may not have turned into this wolf heartless for reasons.
What?
We don't even know his
What?
name.
Hang on.
But this is like the
Excuse me?
second. Yeah, this is like the second villain in this game in particular who sort of like falls somewhere and then like a heartless happen, and we're all pretty sure that the heartless is that villain who fell or something.
That's a rad wolf design though. I'm about
No, it is. It's actually like, I mean, it's a hard boss, but like the design is cool.
Yeah. I like its two-leggedness. And I like its weird shoulder pads.
Yes. Very wolf.
His weird
Yes.
shield shoulder pads and the spikes.
Yeah. I'm here for it. And the fact that it doesn't appear to be running on the ground.
So good.
Yeah,
Dean Newquist did a great one where he cut it together whenever he yells freedom, it's just the chorus to Regions of the Chiefs freedom.
Vadim
He did
edited
a bunch of songs, that was my favorite.
Yeah, Vadim edited it into a bunch of different scenes. He was messaging us in the group chat while it was happening, and so Nick got him to edit it to every single instance of freedom in Braveheart.
I was just thinking, yeah.
Yeah, and
instead of charging into battle, he just runs off to Cancun.
Which that is what he's supposed to be referencing, but it is so poorly done that it becomes fun.
Whoa.
The way he says it too. It's like, okay.
Can we just say, for the record, Ted Cruz is one of the worst people alive, and I fucking hate him.
Him and Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, I hate McConnell more though.
No, I hate Ted Cruz.
I think Ted Cruz is more incompetent, but Mitch McConnell seems to have actually managed to do quite a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Mitch McConnell.
This is the problem between like incompetent.
I feel like if Ted Cruz was president, he would have me killed.
I mean, yes, they both
McConnell
would.
also do that. But Mitch McConnell would actually be competent at doing it. That's what makes him way fucking worse.
Hey, hello future me.
Hi.
Together.
Is your Twitter handle Hello Future Me 2?
No, my name is Tim1. Yeah, Tim1. It's all part of my desperate attempt to sort of semi-distance myself from the term that I just happen to adopt for my channel that I'm not like a massive fan of.
Just take the dive. You gotta do it at some point.
I know. It's at Tim Hickson1 though. It's at Tim Hickson1.
Also, I found a good post to read eventually.
Isn't
it's
it
very
Hickinson?
short. It's a very short post. It is titled Fuck, 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 Man. Thick, fuck, 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 fuck.
Emily.
And the text
Emily.
and the text is, my parents were fighting and I thought they were rap battling, so I came in and started beatboxing. Fuck, fuck. Why am I such a fuck, fuck, fuck?
I was worried about where you were going with that from the opening, but you saved it in the end, Emily. It did not start strong, but it ended phenomenally. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just trying not to die right now.
Stuck in my head for the past 5 days.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just trying to beat a wolf.
We have a new donation, $50 from Kevin. With solidarity, trans rights.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you.
Such a good line.
That might be my friend Kevin, if it is. Thank you.
Cool.
Might only because he responded.
Maybe it's Kevin from SpongeBob. We don't know.
No, he responded to my Twitter posts.
Hi,
Kevin. Might be Kevin.
I was about to make up a bullshit Kevin. Like maybe it's, I don't know, just Kevin from IT.
It's Kevin Snyder. For some reason,
No!
Kevin Snyder's watching and it's cursed.
No!
Hi, Kevin.
Say it like that.
Oh, it's SpongeBob reference.
I don't watch SpongeBob. I hate SpongeBob.
Why do you hate SpongeBob?
I think it is the least funny show I've ever had to watch as a kid. I hate
We can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry.
I find it incredibly irritating to listen to.
I
mean, that's fair if it's like an auditory thing because
It's an
SpongeBob
auditory
does have
thing.
a.
It's just not funny. It's just like, here's annoying noises, more annoying noises, and I'm like,
Did you try watching it when it was like in its early days, or have it?
Yeah, the early seasons were when it was good.
It was better before it was mainstream.
No, it's literally the creator of the show was kicked off.
Yeah, fair.
So he doesn't really have control over it anymore. Now they're just, capitalizing on it.
It was
also he passed away.
It was so fucked up what they did after he died with the prequel. Do you know about that?
He was actually in production before he died.
Oh, seriously?
Above it. Yeah, that is a myth that he didn't like it. It was a myth that he didn't like it. He was actually he gave permission to them. He just said that he didn't see any spin-offs happening.
Gotcha.
When someone came to him with the right idea, he was okay.
All right. Well,
that said, it still doesn't look very good in my opinion. But
right, yeah, it definitely didn't play off the right way, because what it looked like was that he said, "Oh no, SpongeBob should just be this. There should never be spin-offs." And then as soon as he died, they announced the spin-off. It just was it wasn't very well timed.
Yeah, no. Apparently, it was in production before he died, and
That's
so we knew about it.
That's better.
It still doesn't look very good, but
yeah.
not a lot of those animated Paramount Plus shows look that great either.
I will say this.
The Rugrats one especially.
I like the Rugrats stuff.
I'll say
I mean,
this.
except for Rugrats Grown Up.
For SpongeBob.
Oh no, it's the new one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will say a positive thing for SpongeBob. I enjoyed the SpongeBob movie. It's really weird. I don't know why I found
Like
that funny. And
the original one?
The one with David Hasselhoff.
Yes!
Motorboat.
Yes!
I've heard it's comedy and I love it.
That's the best one.
That's what the whole show is. Up until
That's
that
where
point,
it
though,
peaked.
too.
Yeah, but the show's just annoying. It's not very funny.
I don't think it's annoying at all.
It is one of
I
the
think
most
they were-
annoying shows I have ever seen.
Emily, this is a taste thing. It's okay if Aronach doesn't vibe with it.
No, I know. I just wanted to explain my perspective on it.
Here's the thing. You can't make my sensory issues not be annoyed by SpongeBob. Like, there's no quality of writing,
I'm
no
just warning you.
that will make it enjoyable to me, because it is physically unpleasant to my ears because of my sensory disorders. So
That is totally fair. That is totally fair.
it just is.
That's totally fair, and I do not take any issue with you having it.
Why are you
I'm just saying why I don't have any issue with it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's Larxene. She's a lesbian. Just want you to know that.
What?
So,
The one with the blonde hair antennae. That is Larxene.
What?
She is not straight.
When Xemnas was running it.
I need to acquire that hairstyle.
You or me.
To
him, we're nothing but empty
I need
It's
that.
just All Might. It's just All Might.
The organization was the same.
Can you tell me it's not All Might?
Vessels to hold
No,
his essence.
except for I just
not me.
She. That's it. That's the only thing. This female All Might.
You couldn't do it.
Oh wait,
I mean,
Demix.
Smart.
Demix. It's Demix time. There's my favorite idiot, Demix.
Smart.
Demix
Well,
is
heard what
dumb
Oh,
and
I hate
bad.
you have to be smart.
Why did
I love
I didn't
him.
take the hood off. He should have kept it on.
He says, "Dance, water, dance, dance, water, dance." That's a thing he says.
You are way out of line. I am extremely
JT Robinson in chat. What are you talking about? JT Robinson in.
Why haven't you gone to any worlds? Are you slacking?
What? I don't disagree with her being a lesbian nor a female evil All Might.
All Might. They're talking about Larxene. Larxene, because we were saying that Larxene is a lesbian, and Aronach was saying that she's a female All Might.
The replicas
I just
are
got
way
very,
more real than you
very
are.
lost there.
All Might is a character from My Hero Academia who has a similar hairstyle but is a big muscly man.
Look, I'm just not online enough to keep up with this stuff. Hey,
What's going on?
Vexen's latest replicas are
Demix is incredible though. Demix literally just shows up and is like, "Hey, I'm bad at all of my jobs. I want to join your secret club." These guys are
and Vexen claims the new ones.
So like some of them end up plotting against Xehanort, and some of them are still working with Xehanort, but a couple of nobodies end up going off and kind of doing their own thing with Ansem the Wise, who is back for some reason.
Somebody's now.
Yeah,
Are some of them somebodies and some of them nobodies?
well, the ones with yellow eyes have been Norded. And if they're still going by names like Larxene and Marluxia, and they have the X's in their names, then they're the nobodies. Axel is a somebody and goes by the name Lee, but he still prefers Axel.
I am so. Are these the characters?
yes. I don't know what's happening. Something is happening.
Is he? Why is he playing?
I gave
why is
up
he playing
the
guitar?
started.
He barely is even playing guitar. He's just holding it and fiddling with it because he's a dipshit. That's it. Demix is an idiot.
I am very confused, but I love it.
That's really all you need.
Frequently hang around with a guitar for no reasons other than being dipshit. So, relatable content.
Yeah, he's literally just tuning it and kind of plucking at it. It's not even in the soundtrack, really.
on the bottom rung.
Oh my
Really?
god!
What?
Luxord sucks sword! Fuck you, Luxord! Luxord sucks and I hate him!
To play an important role.
He steps on the screen and you're just like, this guy.
Is Luxor the person with all of the piercings?
Yes.
Kyle.
Luxord sucks sword. I didn't make up that joke, that's from Gotta Memorize.
90s.
As if. Fuck you.
No, that's
90s
Zigbar.
I know it's Zigbar, but
You'll just have to ask.
we hadn't said it in a long time.
It's true. As if. Fuck you!
Fuck you.
You didn't invite us
To
back for old
explain,
time's sake.
there's a character named Zigbar that goes, as if, but it's got the energy of, as if, fuck you.
And this, I got this because of a podcast called Got It Memorized, which I should shout out. A lot of my understanding of Kingdom Hearts comes from that podcast.
Just a
It's
quick shout
impossible.
out to
Who are we shouting out?
Rita Killer 07. Hey, Lady K. Big fan from Costa Rica. Cheers. Cheers, Rita Killer.
Thanks!
How much is the donation?
Thanks for the $5. $5.
So,
Thank you
yeah,
for that in.
we're
We
pretty
have
close.
made over $3,000,
Yeah.
and we
That's
are.
right.
We are not even 12 hours in.
Ow. Oh, sorry, I forgot to unmute. To mute. I've been playing Destiny this entire time because I need to spam Iron Banner for weekly bounties. Because I have.
I've been giving it my undivided attention. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think you understand. I'm used to I usually play Destiny on stream. I'm very used to monitoring
Oh no, I'm kidding.
while I'm playing it. I can play this game in my sleep. I do it too much.
So I have 2 more worlds to beat before I get to endgame stuff. And endgame stuff comes in several stages, mind you. So
So after you beat those 2 worlds, should we double check how many Mickey things we're missing and go back?
Yes.
Perfect.
Lucky emblems. If we take pictures, literally you get a camera, you take pictures, you take selfies in this game. I will actually
90, by the way. I double checked. We need all 90.
Yeah. So we'll go do that. What is happening? Did I walk into a boss battle? What's happening? Fuck. I hate the gummy stuff. I never liked the gummy ship.
Everyone hates the gummy ship, and they just keep bringing it back. And it's one of those things where I'm like, sometimes it's okay to say, hey, our design was flawed. Let's not bring that back in the next game.
Like, the thing is, if you're not in a hurry, there are elements of the gummy ship stuff that can be fun. But like, when you want to just do the everything. Am I going to do 100 Acre Wood? I do need to do 100 Acre Wood. I don't remember where 100 Acre Wood is. Because I remember I think it's probably in Twilight Town somewhere. That's usually where they put the extra stuff, is in your, like, landing world. I forget, but I am going to do 100 Acre Wood. I just need to remember where it is. Because it has lucky emblems, so we need to do it.
I retweeted it because it's a very powerful quote, but apparently there's a tweet, Jose Canseco saying, "My beautiful daughter Poop. Love her so very much."
What?
It's obvious.
Apparently his daughter's nickname is Poop.
I thought it was probably just like some sort of...
She literally admitted, she goes, "No, my nickname is Poop." And someone asked her why, and she goes, "I pooped my pants when I was 8 after eating 4 root beer floats."
Oh my
god!
Why would you force your daughter to admit that on social media? You asshole!
Jose Canseco is a very interesting individual.
You don't say! Bullied his own daughter, so...
I'm just amazed by the phrase, "My beautiful daughter Poop, love her very much," and it's a picture of her scantily clad.
Jesus! What the fuck?
That is a yikes!
Anyway, I just joked that because like a bunch of people liked it when I retweeted it.
Jack Sage just tweeted at in all caps, "Tony Stark was a war criminal who deserved to die. He owned an air fryer." He owned an air fryer that just... What? I'm so...
What did I walk back into?
I don't know.
Jack,
what did you walk back into?
No, I mean, Tony Stark was a...
Oh, also, we had someone on who was who had their birthday today too. Well, we didn't have them on. It was was it Rakuten?
Rasputin.
Rasputin, sorry. Rakuten is the company. They are very similar. But yeah, it is Breadsword's birthday too.
Oh yeah! Happy birthday, Breadsword!
There's a bunch of birthdays.
And that is why Breadsword can be on there.
You know, maybe Breadsword can pop in for one.
Well, let's.
I'm not gonna push it.